Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, his channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern." Click the link.
My biggest mistake I actually made in my sport actually came like last year. Defended for my world title, and I had to make my weight at 135. I missed weight. I missed weight by like 4 pounds. I went from like the poster child to the most hated in an hour. After I missed weight, everything just fell by the wayside. Everything was just horrible, really. I can say from June to November, I was lost. I didn't know when I was gonna get back in the ring. Like, I was hiding from the media. Like, my friend Austin and my friend Ethan, I'm talking to them like, look, I'm retired from boxing. I'm done with boxing. This was last year, June, you know what I'm saying? Because I got unfocused. After I just became a world champion, after I went to the Olympics, after I did everything I said I was gonna do, I still became unfocused. And one mistake made me feel like I wanted to quit boxing, you know what I'm saying? Even after I got everything I wanted. So once y'all get there, and y'all getting all everything that y'all want, y'all gotta stay locked in, because it can get taken away just like that. We're athletes, and that's the life we live, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all working towards what y'all want right now. When y'all get it, it's not enough. I can say in August, I stopped drinking. From June to August, I was drinking every day. From June to August, depressed, texting my brothers that, like, bro, I just don't want to be here no more. I just don't want to be me. My brother's pulling up on me and just making sure I'm straight. And then September 30th came, my brother died. So it was just like, damn, man. I was going through the hardest times of my life, and I'm getting through it. Now my brother just died. And it was just like, damn, I'm gonna get through this one. Cause y'all know where we come from, bro. We come from like that type of area where if something happened to you, you gotta do something to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was in that mind state, like, yo, it's time. F all that boxing stuff. F it. It's time to get back. Like, I'm on that. Before I made my move, right? I'm like, let me call my pastor. I call my pastor, man. I tell him, like, yo, I'm about to make this move, bro. Anyway, for me being back to get into the streets, to me going to the streets and putting these people out, like, yo, be the savior. Don't be the statistic. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my pastor told me that night. You know, he was just like, Keyshawn, like, if Kyrie was here right now, he'll come at, like, how you know that you will honor him? Long story short, I fly back home and I pray to God. I said, God, you know what's in my heart. You know how I'm thinking. You know how I'm feeling. If you don't want me to react a certain way off this situation, I really need you to give me something. And within that same moment, a great idea come to mind. And that was our DB3 Community Day. And from there, bro, I just started running with it. Our Community Day was the biggest day we ever had, biggest community event we ever had. Like, over 2,000 people was there, bro, and everybody ate, and everybody got gifts, and everybody had fun. And right after that event, I got a phone call. Literally right after the event, I'm in my car, I got a phone call. I'm going to be on this January 31st card. Within that same night of me obeying God and doing this event, He blessed me where I wanted.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this Good Friday? We back to build on this boxing and give it its just due. We got to, man. Shout out to the fam. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, man. You know, all that good stuff. Support the grind. We gonna talk about it, man. I played them clips because you know, I had seen a caller call into the boxing voice, and shout out to them. And he just went on to say Keyshawn is just flat out on OSTERINE. I'm like, man, you know, a guy that has made himself vulnerable in front of the people, like he made his mistakes and he ain't tuck his tail, right? He made himself vulnerable. He let you know the problems that he had with the drinking, how he was not focused, all this different stuff, from missing weight. But you know, like I've been saying since then, he been you know, locked in. He did a community day event. I think that was like the fourth one. And since then, man, he's been on the up and up, man. He's staying prayed up, which is a good thing. But my question to the people is, with him making himself that vulnerable in those clips talking about his shortcomings and where he fall, you know, the mistakes he's made, right? Bad decision making. Why would you want to put an extra jacket on him, man? The man got enough jackets on him as it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, he done from being in a mental institution, that, you know, like he said, drinking and smoking, you know, the missing weight. Like, this is a dude that I think is pretty honest, man. He make his mistakes and he own up to them, man. I think we just need to allow these youngins to live, man. They're going to mess up. They're going to make mistakes, but it's all about the get back. And that's why I say, man, this could be a storybook ending for this dude. This the second part of his career, so to speak, right? You know, like him reinventing himself. So I just want to see how he going to perform come fight night, man. He look like he in some dog shape, and I don't think it got shit to do with no OSTERINE. I mean, I think we got to be a lot more responsible with putting jackets on these fighters, man, especially ones that represent the sport in a healthy manner. Now, we all know about the mistake he made, but like I said, man, we can't reduce him to just the time he messed up, as opposed to all the times that he stood tall and got his business done, right? So we're gonna get to it, man. I'm gonna play the clip. Let me say what's up to the family. Banks, my dog, was good with the fam. Man, hope all is well with you as well. The fam is good, man. Cat Sports, my dog, the box historian. My baby girl, Miss Just Do, is in the building. How you feeling? Baby girl. AB salute. What's good, fam? Judah Ben, man. Judah Vision, my dog. What's good, my guy? Jordan was good with it. Southpaw in the building. Southpaw Manny. Big reason boxing's ass because, yeah, they too comfortable lying. I'm telling you. Yeah, but see, we just got to keep it to the people that's cheating. T Hill, shout out to the mayor, man. YouTube, these YouTube streets. Chris was good with the Flyers in the building, man. You know, Chris, what it do? Can sanction under the proper suit. Yeah, I mean, you seen it with you seen it 702. What's good with it? You seen it with C Wood, what it do, fam? Oster 40, 140. What's good, my guy? How you feeling? You seen it with the Subriel Matias fight. He popped for OSTERINE, but it was below the legal limit, right? So he didn't break the rules per se, which is is weird to me still as to why they even announced it. They shouldn't even made it a thing, because once you do that, everybody just assumes that he's cheating. You know what I mean? And I just saying I'm not so quick to jump to that conclusion when I know how common contamination is, especially with that drug. Y'all notice it been a lot of these OSTERINE tests popping up as of lately. That shit has been around for a while and it's been an issue. And I would just say this: before you come to a permanent judgment on somebody, especially in this particular situation, just go do your homework, your own, independent homework on contamination and different things like that. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's unfortunate for the athletes. That's why they got to make sure they're going through the proper protocols to make sure any supplements they taking is on the up and up. Because if not, you mess around, pop positive for a test, and you don't even know what's up. So, these guys got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? TD, my God, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Ozell was good. He said you got 5 stars, starting 5, full of juicers. 702, what it do? See what? Yeah, he said you gonna beat Ortiz much easier than something. Yeah, trying to sabotage the event and his reputation. Shout out to Thrill Hill. What it do, man? Shout out to the fan. I hit the like, support the bill. We're gonna talk about it. Canelo versus Santiago tomorrow. Oh, Centeno versus Santiago tomorrow. That was a turkey move, I promise you, because both guys were good to go. Yeah, it's just weird, TD, man. Boxing, man, they just need to be more consistent with the rules, man. This is why people be so confused as to what's going on, right? Be consistent. We game all night. What up? What up? We got 40 people in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Let's talk about this. So yeah, like I said, man, ever since Keyshawn got announced on this card, added to this card, it's been a lot of different opinions about him, right? Some people saying, Jermaine Ortiz about to show him, man. I've seen some people picking Ortiz, right? Not everybody think Keyshawn gonna win. They saying that he fought the Lomas and the Teals of the world. He fought the better competition. He gonna be ready for Keyshawn. Keyshawn coming off a layoff, inactivity, right? First time at 140, he got his work cut out for him. And I get it. But that youngin really can go, man. He really like that, I believe. I'm telling you, Jermaine Ortiz about to find out. I truly believe that. But like I said, man, it just make me scratch my head when I start hearing people say how this dude is, on OSTERINE. And I get it. It's only a caller. But when people call into these big shows that have large platforms with hundreds to thousands of people listening to them, you got to be mindful, man, of the things that you put over the airwaves. Like, how are we comfortable in 2026 going into this new year of boxing, putting jackets on people? We ain't even get through the first month of the new year, and we already Keyshawn on OSTERINE now. It's like, yeah, I got to find something better, man. Shout out to Mike Ron. What it do, homie? How you feeling? That's crazy, bro. Mine George was good with it. Yeah, man. It's crazy how they'll cancel one fight as opposed to the other. And not only did they allow, the Matias fight to go through, but they got the nerve to be charging $60 on a pay-per-view. I think they bogus as hell for that. I think the last thing they should have did was try to charge somebody pay-per-view money for this fight, especially after he popped for OSTERINE. Now, I get it. I don't think he was obviously under the limit, but just y'all already pushed the fight ahead. Now, I don't think y'all should have canceled it based on the rules, but it's just a weird look, like you about to make us pay for this shit now too. So it's like, this is crazy. I just didn't think it was pay-per-view. It's definitely a good fight that I'm interested in, but I just hated the fact that they made it a pay-per-view event. I thought they could have did us a solid by making it free or something. Not too bright. Yeah, I believe you, Sunchild. What it do, fam? Hey, yeah, facts though. I'm gonna play the clip for y'all. Shout out to Al Booger. What's good, family? They've been on the zone, but he didn't want to work with Hearn, and that's crazy, man. You messing up the bag. Yeah, Buzz sold his soul. Oscar made a video. He was talking some shit. We're gonna get into it. Like, and remember, I was just talking about this yesterday with Malik Scott saying Terence Crawford is playing victim. And then you got people talking about he sold his soul. But nah, ain't no damn victim, bro. They don't respect the dude. They don't respect the dude game. And like I said, prime for prime, I got Terence Crawford beating Oscar De La Hoya. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Prime for prime, I got Terence Crawford, winning. Get me Oscar. You know how hard it is to win in 4 or 5 divisions. You know how hard that shit is. You know how hard it is to be at the top, to get to the top, and then stay there. Miss me with all that. So I'm not tolerating no Terence Crawford slander. If you got some criticism for the man, cool. That's the fair game. But no slander, bro. Sold is crazy. Nah, man. He beat the system. I said it yesterday. I'm gonna keep saying he beat the system. He outsmarted the promoters, his opponents, right? He beat the game. Checkmate, bro. Know what I'm saying? Checkmate, bro. It's like a game of Monopoly, and he got out and he won. He had all the properties in Boardwalk Park Place. You get me? Terence Crawford said, "Pretty boy, they pissed off about that. They don't like that." Hannibal was good. Said, but 135 to 60, Oscar went from 130 to 160. You get me? He know how hard it is. You get me, Hannibal? He know how hard that shit was. You know what I mean? Bud is definitely up. But let's talk about it, man. They trying to kick dirt on the business, man. I'm a big advocate of his. Like I said, his talent is obvious for anybody that watch. Seeing him back on a major card is great for him. It's great for boxing. He get a chance to redeem himself, bro. We all made mistakes before. I'm pretty sure worse. They act like, and shout out to my dog behind the hands. We was having a conversation about this earlier, and he was saying it. Y'all act like Keyshawn robbed the bank or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all act like he robbed the bank, bro. He missed weight. He messed up his own bag. But are we even going to allow the young man an opportunity to bounce back? Nah, we just gonna say he on OSTERINE, huh? For no reason at all. He looking jacked, right? He about to give Ortiz a lesson. I believe it. Heard the lot was dirty. Had traces of OSTERINE. Matias case is valid. Yeah, it is. Supplement, yo. I'm telling you, tainted supplements, bro. Contamination, bro. You feel me? Shout out to my dog. Joe Quinn was good with it. Hugo in the building. Man said, who said my boy on something? Yeah, man. Yeah, Hugo. They bucking. Right. Yeah, somebody called in the nest in the boxing voice and said it. So I'm gonna play it. I was just trying to wait till a few people get in here, but we're gonna play it more than once. But I got to play it for y'all. He said, man, after that, man, I'm gonna just say Keyshawn on OSTERINE. Even Ness was like, bro, you just gonna put the jacket on him, but no proof, no nothing. And wait till you hear his explanation. And look, just so we all on the same page. The reason I be covering these clips, I always shout out the platforms, is never a personal thing. They're just a big platform with a lot of people listening into them. And when people call in and they push these narratives, then you start seeing how people react to it in the chat. And then it go from people reacting to it in the chat. It go from people reacting to it in the chat to now everybody start echoing the same sentiments irresponsibly. Just say, he on OSTERINE. Nah, don't do that to him. He let you know what he was on. When he was smoking weed, you knew about it. He let you know how he was drinking. He let you know how he was struggling from the mental health standpoint. Like, don't put nothing extra on him. That man got enough. You know what I mean? He got enough he dealing with overcoming. Why add this to the mix? And maybe this ain't going to spread far and everybody ain't going to see it. But again, let's be responsible about how we talk boxing. When we going to start breathing life into these dudes, man? I'm telling you, this fight is permanently, yo. Build the sport up. You can't tell me you don't enjoy watching him fight. You a damn lie if you say you don't enjoy watching him fight. You get what I'm saying? He got that mean streak. He'll knock you out. You get what I'm saying? He let his hands go. He good defensively. He could fight backing up. You get what I'm saying? Well-rounded, high level. He got that Olympic pedigree, silver medalist. He really that. Just let him grow. I want to see how far he can take it. And he get to redeem himself. January 31st against Jermaine Ortiz, man. Tune in. I think we about to see a great show from both of them. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to push each other. They've been pushing each other in camp, and they're going to motivate each other fight night, support each other and motivate each other fight night. Both of them dudes is trying to show out and make statements. All this BS trying to cause division between Shakur and Keyshawn and all this weird shit. Nah, man, they had 2 separate points. Shakur is trying to conquer his 4th division, or at least win a title in his 4th division. Keyshawn is in his 2nd, trying to make his stamp with thoughts of going up to 147. You get what I'm saying? So we just gotta wait and see, man. But I can't wait to see this fight. OSTERINE is crazy, bro. You said the father can get it too. Dudes don't even need proof. The AO Hannibal. On everything I love, bro. I heard somebody said that to me. Somebody said that. They was having a conversation. They made an accusation and they told me they didn't need proof. I was like, man, this is a weird time to be in boxing, bro, where people do shit like that. But let's get to this clip, though.
I mean, I think Keyshawn on that OSTERINE, that's it.
Why you say that?
Come on, you just throwing that shit out there like that with no proof?
Oh, he ain't with us no more, Star. We throwing that nigga underneath the
Damn, that's how they do.
No.
He throw dirt on
his hyper. He just have hyper energy. He's hyper.
Yeah, he's super hyper. He need to learn how to chill. He gonna get his ass knocked out.
But that's what people love about him, though. His energy. People like that energy.
He don't realize people was only rocking with him because he was with B&B. He done lost about half of his fucking fans right now. I guarantee you, he don't have as many fans. People looking at him sideways right now
because of what happened. Him missing out on weight. I think he can get all of that back because he's very likable. He's very charismatic.
You can see the fakeness in this nigga, though. You see what this nigga said on the interview. I feel sad for Richard Hitchens. Maybe if he talked to me right, or if he came at me correctly or some shit. Like, nigga, what? You disrespect everybody, nigga, and then who are you? You not Tank, nigga. You not on that level yet. You up here talking like he the big bad wolf and shit. Hell no. You gotta humble yourself.
Man, kill all that noise. Shout out to Ness and the Boxing Voice for calling him out, talking about, man, you just gonna put a jacket on him with no proof. Man, miss me with all that. He too hyper. He need to calm down. He gonna get knocked out. But then you got a guy that's a polar opposite in Frank Martin, who's more reserved, and they say they wish he talked more. The fact of the matter is, people look for reasons to critique you, right? If you don't talk enough, they're gonna say you should talk more. You too quiet. Right? If you amped up and you speak for yourself and you speak your mind, they're gonna say you doing too much. It's always a complaint. At the end of the day, Keyshawn, he back it up, man. He back up the talk. Don't just say part of what he said. Yeah, he said Richardson Hitchens to talk a certain way. Yeah, he said that, but he also said that, stop doing the business on social media. That's more important than anything else, because we've seen it time and time again, and all of us in here know full well when you see these guys go out here and they kind of negotiate, so to speak, or try to hash fights out online, it never work out. You know what I'm saying? I could see the call out is one thing, but once you start trying to really like hash out a fight online, it never works out. I've never, still to this day, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen one get put together like that. So nah, man. At the end of the day, man, what they say is one thing, what they do is another. It don't matter what he's saying, what he's doing, it matters more. He literally about to fight somebody that Richardson Hitchens was, in conversations to fight, right? You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be Hitchens and Jermaine Ortiz, right? So he got that fight, and it's a good one. Just let it happen. And I'd like to see who Hitchens end up getting in there with. I don't know, but I ain't mad at none of these dudes, man. They all trying to find a way to, put their name out there, keep their name relevant, even in between when they're fighting. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta keep yourself on the minds of the people. And Hitchens, for better or for worse, people talk about him, right? They saying he ducking and shit like that, but that dude could fight, bro. He ain't gonna be no easy guy to beat. I'm telling you, man. Hitchens can go. So he be all right. You know what I'm saying? Just make the best decision moving forward. Shout out to the plug. L-Dub. What's good with it, bro? Say who's the better fighter? Frank Martin, Oscar Duarte, and Frank Martin. All three are pretty much on the same level. Oh, you say Frank Martin, Oscar Duarte, and who else? You got Frank Martin twice. Who else you was talking about? You say who the better fighter? Frank Martin, Oscar Duarte. Out of them two, like I'll say Frank Martin is more skillful, but Oscar Duarte is pretty damn durable, bro. He tough. I like Duarte. He can scrap. I like Oscar Duarte. He fought the hell out of Kenneth Sims. You know what I'm saying? That was a good fight. Jermaine, okay, I got you. Bet. That's all good. Hey, Dub, that shit happened when you talk boxing for hours all day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Players mess up. Andy Cruz, shout out to Judah. Jermaine, Frank, and Oscar. Jermaine is I think the most experienced when you look at who he's fought, right? He's the more experienced out of the two. I know Frank got Tank, but outside of Tank, that's the only big guy he fought. Jermaine fought T.O. Loma, so he's more experienced. Say the more skillful out of the three, I think might be Frank. I would have to go with Frank Martin. He got really good feet to me. You seen it in his last fight. He looked strong at 140. I like Frank out of the three. You know what I'm saying? If it was a round robin, I think Frank could come out on top. But Oscar Duarte is game. He tough, so you can't you can't play with him. I'm telling you. There's some good fighters though, quality guys, man. You know what I mean? Despite Oscar Duarte loss, he bounced back with a good win with Kenneth Sims, right? So I like all three of them. Jermaine Ortiz is a little slept on. Think he gonna put up a good fight? I think ultimately Keyshawn pedigree gonna get him over the hump in the skill set. I'd be surprised if Hitchens versus Duarte. That's not too bad. You know, I know they're gonna complain, Dub, because that's all people do. They think every fight gonna be a blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But let's keep building, man. So yeah, look, the businessman is back, man. I gotta play one of his I got a video from him. I gotta find it and play it. The businessman back, and they already putting them narratives on him. And there was good what he said. What up, good people? B More, shout out to B Mo, man. They already doing my guy dirty, man. They throwing a jacket on him, man. He hyped up, man. That's just his personality. I can see if Keyshawn, the energy he shows is an energy that he never showed in his boxing career, right? I can see if it just like it all came out of nowhere and he just some amped up, super animated guy. I could see possibly maybe why somebody might question it. But nah, he's been that way the entire time. Like, dude be on 10. I love it. That should be funny to me. It's funny and it's entertaining, bro. And he mean what he said. He be on that. Keyshawn be having fun, man. Yeah, they be pissed off at him. You get what I'm saying? And at least he give you a show when he get in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bud was smoking. At least he give you a show. I gotta pull up that video. He was talking about his community day event. And the reason I be speaking on those things about the kid, if you just paying attention, right? He ain't just some dumb young fool, right? I believe he made a mistake, a silly mistake, right? But he had to pay for that. People treating his shortcomings, his mistake, like it cost you money or something, right? He cost himself a bag. He cost himself a title defense and an opportunity, right? That's him. He got to deal with that. But like I said, in the meantime, what do you do to get yourself back in the mix? You stay focused, you lock in, you make better choices, and you go full steam ahead. That's what he doing. That's why I can't wait to see what he gonna look like at 140. This is gonna be fun, man. You got the Bass brothers is making a 140-pound debut on the same day. I didn't think it was gonna happen like that. I'm loving this shit. And you know they the ultimate competitors. So one guy want to outdo the other. I don't care what they say, even from just a competitive standpoint, right? These dudes want to show out. Corby in the main event, he gonna want to show out. Keyshawn gonna set the tone as the co-man. Telling you, he gonna set the tone. I gotta pull this video up. Shout out to my dog Banks. Humiliate him, yeah, he will. Omar said Keyshawn Davis can't resist Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Tank, bro. What you mean? What you mean, Omar? Yo, look, let me say this. All love to Tank, all respect to him. Can't wait till he come back. Hope everything works out in his favor and he can make these fights that y'all keep clamoring about. But if I had to take a guess right now, and I don't think you'll ever see Tank and Keyshawn Davis in the ring. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I don't think so. Look, that's not going. Keyshawn Davis has Olympic pedigree, meaning he at one point he finished his Olympic run being one of the absolute best fighters in the world. And he's been proven that thus far throughout his career as a professional, right? So Tank got he'll never be able to catch up to Tank per se in experience, right? As far as number of fights and different things like that. But make no mistake, bro, if they fought today, you know what I'm saying? That would be a really good fight. Like, just think about something. Look how inexperienced Frank Martin was, and I think Keyshawn's a better fighter than him. Just think he a higher level. I think he's capable.
I'm back. And look, I'm ready now. Super ready.
Right, he did well. He didn't win, but you know what I mean. I think Keyshawn can give anybody a really good fight. You get what I'm saying? I think once you work yourself to a certain level, right, you're not an easy win for anybody. You get what I'm saying? I think the fact that his name is in the mix with guys like the Tanks, people bring that up. I think that's good for him. He got 13 fights in. That's good. You got the Frank Martins, the Hitchens talk, right? The Devin Haney talk. All of that stuff is good. Devin Haney put him on the list at number 7, right? So it's good, man. People know full well what you getting with that dude. He gonna fight. You haven't seen him do anything but that. So That's why I be confused as to why people rate him so harshly, like, you know, how he acts. He too hyper. Nah, bro. He's showing the right energy. He get in there and he be on go. He beat you up too. You get what I'm saying? He beat you up too. Know what I mean? Made him, you know, he a little unhinged. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Cooler, blessings to my dog, man. GQ is in the building, man. People lie before the factual truth. Yeah, man, this shit sad, man. Yeah, Omar, how old are you, fam? You one of them, bro? You one of them tanker maniacs, bro? How do you even get that? They're not fighting each other, bro. We don't know what Tank gonna do. I'm gonna leave Tank out of today's conversation unless it's relevant, bro. If you think he's scared of Tank, cool. I mean, I guess it's the end of the discussion. Keyshawn scared of Tank. Okay. Next, this dude traveled fighting the best fighters in the world and made it to proven to be one of the absolute best. You think he's scared of people? I doubt it. 2 cents would it do? But let's get to this, man. They be mad at this energy, man. I love it, man. That's why I don't have no problem talking about this shit. If people could sit up talking about he on OSTERINE and you throwing him under the bus, he too hyper, he gonna get knocked out, like all this stupid shit, like you wishing that a dude lose, all because he's showing you the personality that if he wasn't showing you, you'll be asking for it. You'll be saying he too quiet, he don't say nothing, right? Boots quiet as hell. What do people say currently about him? He need to talk more. And Boots start talking, and I guarantee you that you're gonna start hearing people say, man, he talk too much. He need to go back to not saying nothing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Shit crazy. yeah, that's how they fans think. They fans think everybody's scared of them.
I wish somebody would call me this time. I'm super ready this time. Super ready. I'm ready this time. I'm ready.
Bro, I'm
ready this time.
For no reason.
I got something I gotta tell y'all. I need everybody tuning in right now. I got something I need to say.
He had to fight for drives. That's stupid, yo. Reef, my dog. Ole Miss fans all day. I'm here now. Shout out to my dog, Reef, man. Hey, we got 50 people in the building. Hit the like button. Y'all sub to the channel. Let's go, man. Let's
real deal, Holyfield stuff. This is exclusive stuff.
This ain't
this is gonna help
man.
somebody.
This is natural.
I'm telling you, this is gonna help somebody. 300 people that's up here right now. It's gonna help somebody. Look, y'all keep clicking in. I got something to say.
Bro, he high off life, bro.
I got something to say. I just want somebody please screen record this right now. Turn the screen record on right now. I got something to say. It's positive. It's gonna be wonderful. Okay? I got something to say.
Look, I got something to say. And hold on real quick before you get into this. Dude also said, like, look how unrealistic fans are. Somebody said, dude in that called in said he lost half of his fan base. He said the only reason they was rocking with him is because of B&B. He was with B&B. Why do one person feel like they make up the majority? Like, the man ain't lose no half his fan base and none of that. He might have lost a couple stragglers, right? But the true supporters, man, they ain't going nowhere because they waiting to see how he going to respond after messing up, because that's what real ones do. Now, I can see if he came out and missed weight again and fumbled, then got beat up and bad performance. I can see if people start shying away from him. I can understand it, but after one hiccup, bro, it ain't that deep, man. This man going to be back in action this month, and I can't wait to see it. Forever G's, what it do, man? You back? Let's laugh a little bit.
Look,
Damon, what it do, man?
Let me tell y'all. Look, and look, for all my true followers, I'm gonna see who my true followers is when I start this off, right? All my true followers stay up here and wait to the end. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right?
Right? Real quick, gotta keep addressing. That's my homie right there. You know it. Hey, look. Hey, look. When Keyshawn was quiet, they were saying he wasn't being accountable, right? And he was scared of Edwin. Now he back and hype. He's on PEDs. I'm telling you, nasty work, Doug. Now, and then the way the dude just casually said it, like, yeah, we just throwing him under the bus, man. He ain't with B&B no more. That's the only reason we was with him. He lost half of his fan base, man. No, he didn't. He about to make a statement, man. Y'all keep hating on him, bro. The Bash Brothers is here, bro. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going nowhere, bro. If y'all don't like them, beat them. They both have 140. Go for them. Go for it.
Let me tell y'all something. How am I start this off?
Yeah,
how am I start this off?
Fans right off the rip. You hear me? Right, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Hold on.
Look, he be geek naturally.
Y'all see my post I posted today, right? Y'all see the post I posted today, right? When I was talking about, my Heavenly Father. But look, let me tell y'all how real this is, though. Because it's just one thing just to say it, but I'm going to give y'all a real life example of how this is really real, of why I keep calling myself God body. So here we go. When my little brother Kyrie died, September 30th, I had thoughts and I had feelings that I wanted to just do something, right? Because he died and I just wanted to do something, right? So I'm praying to my God. I'm praying. I said, God, if you don't want me to react in a certain manner.
And then real quick, dude said he was fake. I don't know. He'd be pretty transparent and open about his struggles and his shortcomings, man. I could appreciate anybody that's honest about things that people suffer with in silence, man. He made it aware, man, and he accepted who he is and the issues that he had, and he trying to get himself right. You hear him talking a lot about prayer and God and stuff like that. That's good. That's positive, man. We should root him on instead of throwing him under the bus, talking about OSTERINE because he got energy, the same energy he's always shown since he's ever hit the scene. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Right now, it's always been there. Just go back and watch Keyshawn fights. Facts. He working with the right ones.
If you don't want me to react and do things and just basically throw my life away, I need you to do something for me. I need you to give me something actively so I won't go out into these streets and do something that I'm not supposed to do. I need you to bless me with something that I can actually do positive so I won't go do something negative.
Talk to him, Kate.
When I'm praying this prayer in this room right here. I'm praying this prayer. I'm on the ground. I'm pouring my heart out to him like, I really need you to do this for me, God. You got me boxing for a reason. I'm great for a reason. I'm really in this position for a reason, God. So since you got me in this position and you knew this was going to happen, you the great creator. You knew this was going to happen, God. I need you to do something for me so I won't go crash out in these streets. I'm praying, I'm crying, I'm on the floor, and I'm pouring my heart out. I'm so serious. Within the same 5 minutes of me praying, I go take a shower, right? In this very room. I go take a shower, right? So I say, when I'm in the shower, a bright idea just come to mind. A super bright idea came to mind. Guess what that bright idea was? The DB3 Community Day. Immediately I start setting it up. Oh, we gotta have dancers there. Well, that was my brother's idea. We gotta have food trucks. We gotta have the news there. It's gonna be filled. It gotta be filled with people. It gotta be filled up with people. It gotta be over capacity, right?
That's
so
dope,
as
bro.
We set this event up, right? We tell the people that.
And that's why I say, man, anytime you mess up, the best way, man, to get yourself back right is be productive, right? Be productive. Make yourself, you know what I mean, busy, man, and have something to do. Idle time, you know what I mean? You start thinking the wrong things. You might start, getting to the wrong shit. You keeping yourself busy and focused on the task at hand and getting yourself back right. You get what I'm saying? You get the results that he getting, and I hope he complete this whole comeback trail with a statement type win. Nothing against Jermaine Ortiz, but I'm really rooting for this dude because, like I said, man, they out here talking about the man on OSTERINE is nasty work, man. And they call in big platforms and do this shit and spread they bullshit rhetoric, man. It's nasty work, bro. Light skin business, what it do, man? K.O. was good what he said. Keyshawn on something. It ain't OSTERINE. Nah, my girl might get you K.O. He high off light, man. That's that dopamine. You know what I mean? Look at him. He be geek for no reason. Get him, Key.
We tell the recreation center like we only gonna have like 300 people there.
Oh man,
God's so good.
Good with it.
It was like over 2,000 people in that building.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
Yeah,
So
they had a good turnout.
As I'm setting this DB3 event, it's a lot that goes into it. So my mind is focused on a non-profit event. A non-profit event to help God's people. Everything was free. We passing out gifts. We was passing out people ate for free. Everything was free.
Good, homie.
Everything was free, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was a fun time. Like, my town had a hell of a time. Over 2,000 people showed up, and it was a hell of an event, bro. Like, it was just a hell of an event. Watch this. Hold on. Bam.
We showed them how to work the phone.
A hell of an event, bro. I'm talking people was lined outside the door to get in this event, bro. And it was a non-profit event, right? So my spirit, like, I'm like, damn, I walk into this building. I'm like, yo, it's lit. Like, I know where this vision came from. I prayed about this. And now God blessed me like this. This is way more than 300 people that we anticipated. People getting free haircuts. Girls getting free hairstyles, getting their nails done. People eating for free. Dancers setting the crowd off. I'm in the bounce house hitting backflips. I hit a backflip since I was like 12 years old. I hit a backflip that day. Lit, right?
This man is natural energy for no reason. He hyped up talking about hitting backflips in the bounce house. How could you be mad at this dude, bro? How could you really be mad at him?
So look, he blessed me with this and magnified it. I thought it was gonna be like 300 people. We had over 2,000 people there.
That's dope, man. That's a positive.
You know what I'm saying? Right? This the kicker. This is why I said my real fans is gonna stay up here and listen to this. Yes, this the kicker. Right after the event, this event right here, right after the event, I get in my rental car. I get a phone call, right? The phone call said, Keyshawn, I don't know what happened, but something happened. You are on the January 31st card. I'm about to send you a contract. Woo!
I love it, bro. I love it, man. I love the anime. Shout out to Brooklyn Go. Why I love it, Crush, man, because like we were just talking about it. Boots is the opposite of this, right? He quiet as hell. And what do they say all the time about Boots? I wish he had talked more. He need to speak up. Frank Martin, you hear them say that about him too. This dude, when he was quiet, they say he was being too quiet, wasn't holding himself accountable, right, and was ducking and scared of Edwin. Now he back talking. Now they mad again. I love it, man. And again, this is why I don't have a single problem with the way he promote himself. Tell me he don't get in there. He's not it. Like, if you just looked at him in the ring, that's not a guy that you can enjoy watch fighting. He can go, man. I like Mr. Boom Boom, man. You know what I'm saying? What a clip. I gotta roll a clip, man. Gotta roll a clip. How Bomac told him to get the stoppage. How he got the amped up in real life, bro. He be amped up all the time. I love it. He fight with a good energy, right? He fight with a good pace about him. I like it. It's fun. You gotta think these dudes young, they having fun, they winning. But in this situation, he hyped up talking about his community day and the success they had, and they had over 2,000 people. See, that'll go over people's heads because they're looking for a reason to be mad at him. They're not listening to what he's talking about. Talking about his community day, man. He ain't that much of a screw up, you know what I mean? Giving back to them people. And again, where's the dude that said he lost half of his fans? You got 2,000 people in attendance there. That's clear. They clearly still show up for him. Get what I'm saying? When he fought in his hometown, you see how well he did? Ticket sales, man, his fans ain't go nowhere, man. It's just them fake ones, man, you know? You need a guy with this kind of energy, man. This shit is fun.
When I prayed to ask God to give me something, he gave me something. But not only did he give me something, he made it bigger than what I expected it to be. But at the same time, we had enough people on deck to handle all these people, right? But not only that did I obey what he told me to do. Right after I obeyed what he told me to do, he blessed me with what I wanted. He blessed me with what I wanted. What y'all don't know is, I thought I was fighting February 14th. They said, look, Key, you fight in February. I'm like, all right, bet. That's cool. I'll fight in February. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and fight in February. I ain't tripping fighting in February, right? So when they called me, it was like, yo, January 31st. I'm like, yo, that ain't nothing but God. That is nothing but Jesus Christ himself. I prayed for this event. He magnified this event. I thought it was going to be 300 people there. It was over 2,000 people there. People lined outside the door to get into this event. And everybody ate. Everybody got gifts. Everybody had fun. That's God. Not only that, after this event, he blessed me with what I wanted to fight January 31st. That's God. So now, when it comes to January 31st and I'm in that ring, what do I have to worry about? What do I have to worry about? Bro, I am God body, and I just want y'all to know I am a living testimony. So whoever following me right now, just know that I'm not changing. I changed. The Keyshawn y'all knew before is thrown away. I am a new creation in Jesus Christ.
How you feeling today?
I am a new creation. So when it comes to January 31st, I have a new purpose. I have a new everything because of God. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to, anything else? No. God is the one that's having me perform these spectacular performances. It don't got nothing to do with nobody else but God and my hard work. So long as I keep faith in God for Keyshawn, I'm going to be okay. Period. So January 31st, the amazing Keyshawn Davis will be back and better and a changed man. In that fight, y'all gonna be a fool to miss it. This is my testimony, man. I hope y'all
amazing, Keyshawn.
God bless y'all. Have a blessed day.
He rebranded himself, y'all. He called himself the amazing Keyshawn. So look, I don't know where the bogus OSTERINE claim came from. I don't know why dude decided to call into the show and put that jacket on him like that. But he always been hyper like this since he hit the scene, bro. Like think about it. He lost. I think people forget. Remember when he lost to Andy Cruz? He was hyper after losing to Andy Cruz. He still was hyped up. While Andy Cruz is in the back doing a moonwalker, Keyshawn was hyped up, like not giving a damn. Yo, bro, don't care. He go and be him. That's what I like. Be yourself, man. Show that energy. But most importantly, when you get in a boxing ring, do you. And that's what I see from him. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see. The last time we seen him, we only got to see him for a couple rounds, man. That was quick. He made short work of Baranchik, man. And we didn't get to see him against De Los Santos. That would have been a good statement win if he could have, got in there and got that fight. Yeah, then I don't know why they be mad at seeing him happy. So you got a friend who slowly turned into a Keyshawn supporter because of his video with the bird in Times Square. Damn, hold on, I got that somewhere. Let me get that for you too. Hey, man. Hey, Reef, you ain't hear me that day? I said, yo, he about to go feed the birds when I was playing the other video when he was hyped up with his shirt off. And then next day, the video, you see that video pop up. He got birds on his shoulder. That dude don't give a damn, bro. He be in another world, man. Keyshawn is a damn fool, man, in a good way. He's silly as hell. Black fighters get accused of PDs. Y'all, it's crazy. And then the ones that do test positive, like they get off the hook. Look, baby girl go. Look, that's why you type. That's why you spelled his name wrong. But yeah, man. I gotta get it. I gotta play this video from Floyd Schofield and them too, man. Hating per usual, man. They had something to say about this fight as well. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this the video up that you talking about. This dude, he's so damn random, bro. Popped up with a damn pair of parrots on his shoulder, man. I gotta think all this should be promotion too at the end of the day. This be these dudes promoting themselves. For real. That's all it be. Man popped up with some damn parrots. This man is so damn random, bro.
Take these pictures real quick. No, give me that one. Give me that one. Give me that one.
Look. Let you dig.
Don't move.
If that ain't the most random shit to see somebody doing, bro, that's why it's no way I could be mad at him. Maybe he do the wildest shit. Scoisha? Oh, shit. Damn, that's what they calling him now? Scoisha is crazy, bro. Yeah, I love his energy. Y'all know, man, we got to warm it up, man. You got to laugh about this shit. Like, we're going to get to the boxing aspect of it. I just don't know what to hate. I don't hate none of these fighters. It ain't going to be that deep to me. I mean, just fight. As long as you fighting and you know, you doing what you need to be doing. The other shit is the other shit, bro. We be acting like these dudes got to be perfect, man. I don't like his personality. You don't even know him. Somebody in the comments said why Key got louder in that video. Which one? This one right here?
Take these pictures real quick. No, give me that one. Give me that one. Give me that one. You got a video? Give me your other arm. Don't move.
Alicia is funny, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was mine. Yeah, man. I don't know. He always animated. You know what? All seriousness, he got that Charlo. He give me Charlo vibes, like Jermel Charlo vibes. Like they own party. They like a one-man army. They don't need no hype man. They own hype man. They get amped up just off talking about some shit that they did. Like, that's just what he is, man. That's who he is, man. Know what I mean? And you gotta be a little throwed off to want to box anyway. Like, know what I'm saying? Out of all this stuff to do in the world, you taking punches for a living. You know what I'm saying? So that says a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? Say a lot about him. Scoisha is crazy, bro. That's a good one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like it. I like that one, Reef Scoisha. But yeah, they do unlimited interviews with Mill City, and he went on there. He did an interview and he was talking about, they was talking about Keyshawn fight. And I'm gonna pull it up. That dude need to lay off the interviews. Schofield Senior. He be making his son look bad, man. Because he be coming off as a hater. You know what I'm saying? He got a problem with everything every fighter is doing. Just about. Shit crazy. He look like he was Snake Shakur. Who, Keyshawn? Yeah, he throwed off. Lisa, you gotta be a little throwed off the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine the mindset of a person that wake up. You know what I mean? Even if you motivated by it, but when you decide the minute that I'm gonna do this professionally. Like, I'm telling you, a little crazy. I think all boxers got that in them a little bit. They're a little crazy. Boxing it. You know what I'm saying? They are you on box. Hold on, yeah, let me pull this joint up though, man. They be throwed off. At least throw it off like I'm up. Let me get this joint up, man. Y'all know I'm the Clip King. I keep these videos, man, but I use Auntie Schofield to laugh at now, man. That should just be funny. I call them Floyd Schofield. They the Schofields. That's their new names, the Schofields, man. Floyd Schofields. Kid Austin and his pappy. See Floyd fight. They had that back and forth. You talking about, Floyd. Yeah, when they was going back and forth. Shout out to Mill City, but yeah, him and Keyshawn, and he had his dad. He had Kid Austin, Auntie Schofield Senior pissed off. That dude was pissed off at Keyshawn. He was mad as hell. He started threatening violence.
So they gonna come with the bull crap or propaganda.
You know when they start threatening with the physical, it get real, man. Shout out to Mill City, man. This is like his number one guest right here, that Papa Schofield. But yeah, man, look, every time they speak on the fight and the fighter, they don't have nothing good to say, bro. Meanwhile, Keyshawn already been a champion with 13 fights, and y'all ain't sniff a title yet, and it's gonna be a while before you get here. He's the only father of a fighter that's telling the boxing world his son about to fight for 3 different titles. He about to fight for the IBF. He gonna fight for Tank WBA, Shakur WBC. Like, he don't know what title he fighting for next. So this dude just say anything. And I'm telling you, yo. I'm telling you. That's what he remind me of. Predator Badlands, bro.
And all that nonsense because somebody's saying, yo, listen, don't take that contract, take this one. You know, and then they'll come out, oh, he's an auntie. Just any weird shit that they got to do.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. Think he acknowledging them, calling them auntie. Mop string ass locks.
Think about that news, though. Because I'll be thinking about that when I'm reading the comments. I'm like, it could be calling him auntie and whatnot. I'm thinking, like, as a man, for you to fantasize another man being a woman, you got something deep embedded in your head that you need to
hold the fuck on. No, we are not going to do that. Nah, when they call him auntie, it don't got nothing to do with fantasizing about him being no woman and none of that. Y'all see? Y'all taking it too far. See, where my guy at? Where my guy Southside at? Hold on, man. One time for the one time, man. Hold on, man. Nah, you out here twisting your dreads. Nah, hold on. I gotta find the clip from Greg Hackett too. Hold on. I'm gonna play this. Hold on. Gotta get the Greg Hackett.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. Because if I see a man, I ain't gonna like if I'm talking to you, Mills, and you acting the way I don't like, I ain't gonna envision you as a woman. So why am I envision you as a woman, knowing you a man?
And I ain't even one of them handsome men like that. So it's like,
you handsome
man,
what?
like that. Like where he's been like, but anyway, that's the reason they don't like.
If you thought he was handsome,
Junior, before you go, Junior. Who's more in a competitive fight, January 30th?
Bro, the people got him dissing himself. He said he's not even a handsome man like that. Papa Schofield, man, this shit is hilarious, yo. This dude is wild, man. Man, this dude is wild with it, bro. Wild with it, man. Wild with it. Pop's funny as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
First,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show y'all why they call him,
or Keyshawn.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good question. That's probably the best question you asked today, man.
Thanks.
No offense. My fault. No offense.
That's a hard one. Both.
Yeah. I can't even answer that. They both
got a tough fight.
A tough fight. Yeah. I mean, I would have to go Keyshawn because Jermaine gonna come to fight. Keyshawn's not the type of fighter to box. He like to be on the inside, and Jermaine like to box and sometimes to bang on the inside. Shakur, if he focus, he could just move around the whole ring like he did De Los Santos, close to a victory. So I gotta go. Keyshawn probably got the fight that's like he gonna have to thug it out in some rounds. So anyway,
Straight Draw says, congratulations on your win against Farmer, but how old were you first time you knocked a grown man out in the ring?
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie.
How old was you?
I was like 13, 14. 13. I was sparring this guy. And my dad, like, I'm in there, you know, my dad, he getting on me and whatnot because I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do, really. I'm getting mad. I'm like, all right. I'm thinking I'm looking good. He telling me I'm not looking good. So it got to the point, I sat down on one of these, just jumped in with a leading left, broke his whole jaw. That right there, I was like, man, and he was heavier than me too, but I ain't gonna lie, I put a lot of people to sleep in sparring. That's probably why.
You're not gonna get no sparring partners, you say?
No. In the past, I learned to control myself.
Nah, he'll get some sparring partners, Auntie. Here, see, because it's two sides to that coin. See, just they are not so fast, bro. Nah, you got some sparring. You was getting some sparring with a 3-0 fighter right here. Check it out, y'all. Look. Oh, is he down? Did he? Is he? Oh yeah, he down. Yeah, dude was having fun. He was playing games with you in there too. You gonna get sparring partners because they know that shit smoke and mirrors, man. Hey, y'all selling yourselves. Y'all overselling at this point. Look, dude had hands down playing with him. I'm just waiting to see the 5 styles of boxing. Swear on everything I love. That's the only thing I'm waiting to see. If I see the 5 styles of boxing, I won't critique him no more. I just need to see the 5 styles of boxing, bro. Look, dude out there playing with him. Skip to my little look. Hands down, look, he playing. Look, putting down, look, punching on him. Look. See? He really said if he focused, He said if Shakur fully focused and then referenced the Edwin De Los Santos fight when the dude was compromised. That was a terrible example. But this is right here why they call him Auntie Sco right here.
You don't know
I do know you.
You don't know me.
I do know you.
Whatever you done to get to know
I
me,
do
you
know
don't
you. I do.
Don't know me.
And I know you wear your hair like a girl.
Anyway,
and look how you just did like that.
You can say whatever you want. You just a broke.
You just said like this.
Anyway, this guy.
You.
Yo, GHB a fool, bro. He said, hey, you just do your hair back like a girl.
You don't know
I do know you.
You don't know me.
I do know you.
Whatever you done to get to know
I
me,
do
you
know
you.
I do.
Don't know me.
And I know you wear your hair like a girl.
Anyway,
and look how you just did like that.
You can say whatever you want. You just a broke.
You just said like this.
Anyway, this guy.
You.
Yo, the hair flick was diabolical, but that's why they be calling you auntie. It's your mannerisms. All due respect. I'm just being real. Nobody's fantasizing about you being an actual woman. They saying, yo, when they look at you, you be on camera moving like a female. You got mannerisms like you sweet. You know what I mean? With the broke wrist. Blaze, what it do, homie? He be moving broke wristed it. You know what I'm saying? All broke wristed it. You know what I'm saying?
So my dad calmed me down. So in the past, I was known for like in sparring. It's a fight to me. It's a fight. So.
And you, the same question from all the champions from 1 to 4. List them.
The 4 or what?
On your thing,
the champions 1 to 4.
Who's your top 4?
Hi, you know me. I'm top 1.
That's right.
Top 1. 2. It would be criminal to put Abdullah above Tank.
Right.
But Tank don't fight nobody.
Neither do Abdullah.
Hold on, I'm getting to that.
Neither do y'all.
Tank don't fight nobody. He's I mean, he's not really like when he's knocking people out, but right now he's not giving entertaining fights. He hasn't done nothing in the sport in like 2 years, if I'm being honest. Since the Ryan fight. Has he fought since the Ryan? Yeah, since the Ryan fight, I think.
Since the
he don't watch boxing.
I might have to put Abdullah number 2. Then I'll put Tank number 3. Then number 4, I'm gonna go with.
So go get that belt real fast. 2 belts. Now you get your number 4.
I'm gonna go.
I love the comments. I just want to show them something. He said Raymond more tired since he's a champion.
I just want to show them
something. Don't take on.
I just want to show them something. The only thing I want to see, Auntie, is the 5 styles of boxing. Mastered, the way you be talking about it. I've been hearing about this shit since y'all been pro. 5 styles. You know, I've been waiting to see y'all break somebody's jaw or nose in the ring. I ain't seen none of that neither. I be trying to let y'all make it, but y'all be overselling this power. Y'all act like y'all punching like Wilder or something, bro. Y'all act like y'all punching like Wilder in his prime with the right hand. That ain't the case. Broly was good with it. Tapman Farmer. Y'all keep saying who don't fight nobody. Abdullah don't fight nobody, but y'all had an opportunity to fight him, and you priced yourself out on 2 different occasions. The first time you said 2.5 million, and then the next time around you said 10 million. Man, y'all don't even get to speak Abdullah Mason's name. And speaking of, when y'all gonna learn, stop speaking on them Ohio fighters, bro. This dude was from Ohio too. He was putting his foot up your ass with 3 professional fights. He had 3 fights. Y'all be sitting here talking about how y'all beating everybody up and sparring, and then I see this shit, and you be lying to us. Gotta stop lying. You gotta stop that lying, man. You gotta leave them Ohio fighters alone, man. They be getting off on you, bro. If Abdullah Mason was getting off on you, he dropped you. I forget this dude's name. He dropped you twice. You know what I'm saying? Like he was in there, look, playing with you, hands down, skipping up, man. That shit was bad. He was beating his ass in there, kicking your ass, muscle man. Where all that power that you be talking about? Like why you ain't knock him out? Why you ain't break his jaw? That's what I'm saying. I ain't impressed with you doing to a man that shouldn't even be in the ring with you. When it's somebody that should be in there, you're not doing that. Renee Garone had
because the gentleman said
dreads.
He has a champion or something had a smiley face, and so I want to show him these WBA belts so they could see. Because a lot of them fans, I don't think they know. They just don't know. So it is what it is. Frank versus Skull. Frank Camp versus Skull, because Frank Martin ain't gonna fight us, bro. We done offered a lot of these guys fights, man. A lot of these people that they could call out are not taking fights with kids.
Yo, y'all didn't offer Frank Martin shit. Y'all don't make y'all own fights. Why they keep lying to the people? You didn't offer no fights to nobody. As a matter of fact, the biggest fights that he was supposed to be in, he pulled out. Ashton Sill. You get what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson. You priced yourself out of the Abdullah Mason opportunity that was legit. Like you literally put your foot in your mouth. Like I don't have no problem with a kid as a fighter, but the propaganda gotta stop, bro. Y'all can't make your own fights. Y'all not sending offers. Y'all don't have the power to send nobody no damn offer. Come on, man. Oscar De La Hoya advised y'all against fighting Shakur Stevenson. The next thing you know, y'all had iPhone 17 chargers plugged up to you in the hospital. You get what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. Frank Martin would fight y'all. He fought Tank. I don't see no reason why Frank Martin would be scared to fight Cade Austin, bro. Hell no. And it'll be a good fight. Telling you, Muscles Malone to have his work cut out because Frank Martin could go. And he got good feet with a purpose. He don't just switch just to be switching. Frank Martin got some educated feet. That'll be a damn good fight, man. And I got Frank. I ain't gonna lie. The only way he can beat Frank is if he got to knock him out.
Who's not taking fights with Kid right now?
You already know. You could go down the list.
Okay.
Who is? All right, so
No,
this one is
you. We
the
don't
first
go
one. We
down
got
the list.
WBA. This was the international title. All right.
Tank got the real one, bro. We don't care about no fucking WBA international title.
So this one turned out. This the second one.
Sure.
Look, they get
And this,
mad.
I don't know if they could see, but it says WBA champion
participation
Okay,
belt.
I'll let that process in their head. Maybe that's over.
You don't have a major title. Stop, bro. Stop fooling the people.
As y'all can say, WBA just gave a heavyweight champion a belt.
Nah.
Y'all know that? Isn't that what happened? A cruiserweight champion?
It was the one who fought Caleb Plant, beat Caleb Plant, whatever.
Oh, like you're talking about middleweight, 168.
And he didn't have to. He didn't even have to fight nobody for the belt. They gave it to him.
Right.
And Tank fight
Who did
Ortiz.
y'all fight
Who
for
you
them
think they're
belts?
giving the belt to?
You mean
Cruz. He moved up to 140.
Anybody know where Kid Austin got them 2 WBA trinkets from? Do y'all know the people he fought when he got them belts? See, this my biggest issue with what Auntie Schofield is he can't give people they just do. He shit on everybody. He don't give nobody credit for anything. Abdullah Mason fought a real opponent, I believe, in Sam Noakes, beat him for a world title. And his first title shot, he fought a valid opponent. And y'all still clout chasing the man, talking about he won't last 12 rounds and he don't fight nobody. He just fought Sam Noakes, who I think is more quality than everybody you fought. Tevin Farmer included, because you fought an older guy. So, man, my thing is, at some point, he got to be able to give these guys their credit, man, for what they're doing. Your son not the only one putting on for boxing. As a matter of fact, you shitting on world champions. You talk crazy about Tank, Shakur, and now Abdullah. They all world champions, bro. They all world champions. Talk crazy about everybody that's a world champion. Talking about Frank Martin won't fight y'all, man. He look good at 140. Move y'all asses up to 140, Muscles Malone, and fight him. Come on, man. That's what they're trying to sell to the public, and that's why I don't respect it. They want to sell us that no quality fighter wants to fight them. Only these lesser guys that they big up when they get in the ring with them. The JoJo Diaz's. Dude done battled all types of drinking issues, all types of shit. He done seen better days. And you really about to think you got to flex because you fighting a JoJo Diaz, all due respect to him, but that's not the one that a Devin Haney fought. You get what I'm saying? It's not the same JoJo. This shit is crazy to me, man.
Who y'all think they giving the belt to? The same one they sent it to?
How would it feel? Do you feel like you would want to rather, fight for the belt or get it that way?
The belt only take 3% of your purse. That's what I'm saying. It's money coming out of your pocket. You got Floyd had to do something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do.
So what does that mean? You ain't trying to hold them?
Hold on, y'all been paying for hold on. They got them paying for them international titles. Nah, that's crazy, yo. Boxing is diabolical. You mean to tell me they taxing 3% of his purse for them belts? They bad. That shit better be some misinformation. Yeah, I know they ain't hurting or nothing like that. I wouldn't think that, but I'm just saying in terms of like, damn, you being taxed 3% on them purses for these belts right here, not even a major title. That's crazy. That's why they showing them shits.
What I'm
show them
saying
too
is
about
that's
paying for it.
20. You got 20 to 25% to the promoter, 20 to 25% to your manager. Then you paying for your staff. Now you got to pay 3% for the belt. So by the time, and then Uncle Sam won 30%. So if anybody could do the math, you done lost damn near what, 65, 70% of your money. So you only taking 30% home. But on top of that, you got to also lose 3% out of your 30% you're taking home. So if people doing the math, to me, it really doesn't matter. You know, as long as we making our money regardless, with or without a belt. That's how we structured our contracts.
I can respect that. I get what he's saying. He's saying they just not reliant strictly off getting a purse for a fight to make money. He's been able to facilitate moves outside of the boxing ring where they making money. So that's a good thing. I commend him for that. That's respect to him. But they got them paying 3% on their purses for international titles. And that's, yeah, I heard flexing. Man, I'll get them damn belts back in a heartbeat. Don't nobody know who you fought for them belts. Nah, see, boxing diabolical, bro. They be having people pay to be champion. It's crazy, yo. Paying to be the diet champion. He the diet WBA champion right now. Paying 3%, he paying the same. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way in hell, bro. They paying gas prices for the rest. Shout out to Behind the Ass TV, everything boxing. My God, what's good with it? And Jay Grant, what's good, man? Oh my God, man! 3% for the international title. That's crazy. Boxing gonna get theirs, beat. They gonna get their money, one way or the other. They gonna get their money.
So it's like, you know,
Sporty
the belt will make a little bit more, but we'll lose also. So it's to me, it really doesn't matter. But he got 2 titles already from WBA. He's number 1 in line. So the fans that didn't know that, they could stop thinking that is cap. It's real.
Now, how would it feel for you to get that world title?
It's gonna be good because that's the end of our movie. We got 2 movies coming out that's gonna be filming soon, major movies, and that's the end of the movie once we win the world title. So they already got one with us winning this title, but the world title will be better. And especially if we fight a Tank and stop Tank, and the end of the movie is epic. So for me,
yo, y'all stop, yo. The only thing you need to stop is just stop. Don't worry about stopping Tank. Just stop. Just stop, period. Y'all not fighting him. Why do y'all keep doing that? Y'all not fighting no Tank. Y'all not fighting Tank, bro. Oscar is not talking about putting y'all in the ring with no damn Gervonta Davis, bro, because he know full well what's going to happen. Damn, man, the jig is up. We get it. We know full well, especially since the Shakur fallout, we know that y'all not picking y'all fights, and that's okay, but stop lying to the people. Stop doing that. Now we number 1. We number 1. Especially if we fight Tank and we knock him out. You're not fighting him. You ain't knock out Renee Garone and you gonna knock out Tank. Dude's knocked out Tevin Farmer because they called him cold. Now y'all just gonna knock everybody else out. Man, come on, man. He gotta chill. You know y'all not fighting Tank. Y'all not even trying to. Y'all not in conversations with him. Nobody is coming to y'all telling y'all, yeah, y'all fighting Tank. Nobody. He just making this shit up. And you know he making it up. Because we seen what he did when it was time to fight a real one. He clout chased his way all the way up into the finish line. He literally clout chased all the way to the finish line, and then they got sick at the end. Shit is crazy, bro. Masseuse ladies, drugs, SWAT, all types of shit. His tow truck driver got him out of a jail sentence with planted drugs in the car. Like, once he said that, his credibility is shot the minute he tells the viewing public that the reason he didn't go to jail for the planted drugs in his car, in his rental car, is because of what his tow truck driver said. This dude is outrageous, bro. It's no lie that he's not willing to tell, and I'm dead serious. And it's not good for his son brand. That's the only thing I think is bad for his son brand. Him not being honest with the people. They don't like that shit.
I would want one of those big ones for this title shot, but it is what it is. However it's gonna come, it's gonna come. So they can start shooting the movie.
Major lie.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was about to say, I was like, that's the end of the movie. One
Yeah,
belt.
the pursuit of happiness, the second pursuit of happiness. One belt. He got 2 belts. That world title though would look so much better for us, for me, I believe. But right
What?
now they could shoot
Look,
the movie with the
it's the
title
fucking
he won
problem right
already
here,
and
bro.
put the words Kid
I'm not trying
Austin.
to be funny, y'all.
The movie
Listen.
with the title he
Listen to him.
belt. That world title though would look so much better for us, for me, I believe. But right now they could shoot
The world title would look, you had it right the first time. The world title, if y'all a team and y'all a unit, y'all win together. So the world title will look good on both of y'all. Obviously, the first the fighter because he's competing for it, right? He can call himself a legit world champion. You, because you've been selling us that y'all gonna fight for a title for the last 2-3 fights. You get what I'm saying? Possibly longer. So, I mean, it's not about you. What do you mean it's gonna look good for you? Nah, it's gonna look good for your son. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, whose story are we watching right now? Are we watching the Schofields or this guy right here? That's what I'm saying, bro. You not the talent, bro. Why is he the main one in the camera and not the fighter? I guarantee you, if you put a poll in the chat want to hear from Kid Austin more. I guarantee you. No slight to senior, but
the movie with the title he won already and put the words Kid Austin went on and boom, boom, boom. They could do all of that. So we just gotta see how the middle of this year go, and then we make the decision from there.
Okay. When did they say?
Nah, man, you should be mindful that when you constantly making yourself the star of the show, it takes from what your son is able to. It takes away from his shine naturally because you spend so much time. You got this look at me kind of personality because when you get online, you start throwing all types of stuff out there. I literally heard him sit in an interview and say they was gonna fight for like 2 or 3 different titles and all different sanctioning bodies. And it's like, bro, y'all literally was about to fight Jojo Diaz. You got bit by the bed bugs and y'all pulled out of that fight. The jig is up, bro. I'm running with that. That's my rumor and I'm sticking to it. Y'all got bit by bed bugs. It wasn't no real, it's the bed bugs, bro. Y'all was sleeping in them Airbnbs and it caught up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blunt Sports. What's good with my dog, man? Those people really need to be held accountable for what they say. I promise you they do. Like dude saying Keyshawn on OSTERINE. Shout out to my baby girl in the cash shop. Supporting her, man. As always, much love, much appreciation, man. Y'all hit that like button. Support the channel. Keep going, man. Shout out to Mill, man. He be doing his thing, getting these dudes up there, boy. It's almost over.
Say that you guys are gonna be back.
They waiting for the February 21st card. It's the co-main, but they still iron out what location is gonna be the Ryan Garcia thing and everything else. Because come on, if they got Ryan and Barrios, you think they're not gonna have Kid Austin and somebody else on that card? Because Barrios is from here also. So, it's gonna be a good fight. Probably be Jojo Diaz versus Kid or Lucas Body versus
I think
Kid.
Jojo got a fight in February.
Yeah, I know he do. He hit me up the other day saying, "Oh, we do still fighting in February." They was waiting for the date from Golden Boy, so he was supposed to be fighting.
Oh my God, let me just chill because he be about to make me grow some more gray hair back here, guy. He just said they're fighting in February, either Jojo Diaz or Lucas Body. Then he says, nah, Jojo got to fight in February. He said, I know he got to fight. He hit us up and asked us, are we still fighting? So are you fighting Jojo Diaz or Lucas Body? Why is it an either or? Do you see what I get tired of this? Like, it's confusing listening to him. You don't know what to expect because he's super ambitious, but he's not the talent. And they're not. He's not at fault because they can't make their own moves, but I just don't believe they're in a position to pick their fights like that. And they clearly look like they're going with what Oscar has planned for them. And I ain't saying it's a problem with that either, but just, let the inform the fans on what's really going on versus what you would like to happen. That's all I'm saying. Like, we get it. You would love him to fight for a title next. I ain't mad at you for that, but that versus the reality. What's the reality? Is he going to fight for a title next? I say he fights away from a title. I don't think he got one coming up. He's not fighting Shakur. If I'm Shakur, the only way I entertain ever fighting him again is if he put it in the contract that he gonna actually make it to the fight. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna fight no Abdullah Mason. You're not gonna fight for the IBF strap. You're not fighting no Tank. It's gonna be a while. One of them titles gonna have to free up or something for him to get it. I don't think he'll fight any current champion for their belt. And Pride, what it do, homie? Nah, Keyshawn ain't no OSTERINE. They somebody calling in hating. You know what I'm saying? Hating.
Why wasn't that rescheduled?
That's what I'm talking about. That's who we might be fighting, or either Lucas Body for the title. Because Lucas Body won the opportunity to fight for Tank's belt. So he'll be fighting Floyd. So it's gonna be one.
Man, they ain't stripping Tank. Nobody fighting for Tank belt. See, that's the shit that's frustrating because he not being realistic. I doubt if they strip him. Lucas Body is not fighting for Tank belt. He ain't fighting Tank either. Man, bro, like I think him and Lucas Body be a cool fight. Kid should beat him. Lucas Body just not that impressive to me. He durable, but he just not overly skillful to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking him, but he's not overly skillful. He's not overly skillful, but I ain't mad at he just the way Ashton Seal was putting hand in, and that's a fight that he won, but he didn't impress me with how he got the job done. The knockout in itself was impressive, but the body of work through that fight, he was getting cooked every single round. Big shout out to the homie, Big Drop Dre, man. He said for support, my homie. Appreciate the love. I got 5 on it. Your boy, hit that like button. We're gonna keep building. This is toward the end, y'all. So y'all almost done. My apologies. I made this about 30 minutes long, didn't I? Y'all know how I do though. What's going on? Why does my joint seem like it's lagging? So. Say, but if he accepts, go crazy. I ain't mad at nothing this dude got planned for his son. Like you want to be in the best position possible, always, but lying about it ain't gonna get you there.
I believe on that card. But we'll find out by the end of next week who it actually is.
Yeah, because he's getting in shape. Jojo, he's thin. He hasn't stopped.
He's a better version.
No, he not. See, he come online. No, Jojo Diaz is not a version of nothing that he was before this point. And no slight or shade to him, but I think that's physically impossible for him to be a better version of himself now than he was in the past. This is after all that drinking. And again, I'm not knocking him, but that damaged your body, weight gain. You took losses since then, all types of shit. You know what I mean? You took a bad loss. You know what I mean? That's not the same Jojo Diaz, bro. That's an older Jojo Diaz. But at the end of the day, a fight is a fight. I respect it. If y'all fight him, go fight him. But nah, man. He says if he says justice, gonna go crazy. If who accept message for Schofield, if he can do an interview soon, shit. His dad blocked me, bro. Told you his Papa Schofield blocked me. And I ain't salty about it because, I ain't say nothing crazy to him. It was just around that time where he was putting all them lies on Twitter. I couldn't take it no more. He just kept going. He kept posting wild shit and he started talking about snack, steroids or something like that. And I just was like, yeah, this dude just to say anything. So, look, I think that's who they'll end up in the ring with. But I hope we get to see Kid Austin against somebody that we deem one of them top guys that they talk about, Abdullah Mason, the Keyshawn and Shakur type. I'd love to see him getting there with any of those dudes. I thought the fight with him and Ashton Seal would have been cool, but he just didn't make it to that fight either. I think he said he had a rib injury or something like that. So I don't know. In his biggest moments and his biggest opportunities, he ain't been able to make it to the dance because of having to pull out. Let me see. I think I had another one from this dude, man, because they talk a lot. They do a lot of interviews. Well, Papa Schofield do a lot of interviews, bro. A lot, but I just don't see them getting in there together, man. They're not fighting, bro. Kid Austin, I told you, man, I was rocking with Kid Austin way before it was popular to do so. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a good kid. I thought I was talking to him, but now that I think about it, it probably was his pops. Probably was his pops the whole time. So yeah, man. As for anybody asking about the OSTERINE, nah, Keyshawn ain't on no OSTERINE. That was just a fan calling in the show, just accusing him of being on OSTERINE with no proof, with no rhyme or reason, other than the fact that he ain't with B&B no more. So now all of a sudden he on something. People are weird, man. That dude gonna be on Jermaine Ortiz's helmet come fight night. That's where he gonna be. But yeah, he ain't doing no he ain't on no damn OSTERINE. And this is what Keyshawn Davis had to say to Lewis Crocker, man. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, I know what people gonna say. Well, he was just saying he was gonna fight Devin Haney, but y'all ain't paying attention to the context in which he said he was gonna fight Devin Haney, right? He was talking about unification. He was talking about winning the title at 147 pounds and then unifying with that dude. That'd be a great fight for him, man. He can get past Jermaine Ortiz and he was to move straight up to 147. I doubt if he get a title fight right out the gate. So I ain't gonna be, I ain't gonna entertain this too much. But yeah, I don't know who jamming is. He called him jamming after he beat jamming. I'm going after the IBF title at the 147. I mean, shit, it'll make sense to try to position yourself to get a title, but it'd be dope if you could see them fight a unification. But that's a perfect world, man. To see them get in the ring, period, it'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? To see Devin Haney fight a Keyshawn Davis, because again, they've been going back and forth, right? He already got put on the list, so why not make it a thing? You know what I'm saying? If you could put him on the list, then y'all really could fight. Shout out to Broly, man. Much love becoming a new channel member, my guy, man. Appreciate the support.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, man. What's up with Buddy? Why Buddy spamming that in the chat like that? Tripping. Shout out to Broly, man. Appreciate you, family. But it popped up twice. Said Keisha stay away from death. Said I don't know why. Still Keyshawn will hurt Kid Austin. I think so too, James. I think I definitely got Keyshawn beating the Kid Austin. Devin Haney right now, look, he got the experience. So could you I could understand anybody saying, they favor Devin Haney, this or that, but I believe in skills paying the bills, styles making fights. I factor in experience, but I also feel like when you perform at a certain level, you're capable of nullifying some of that experience. Like basically what I'm saying is the resume ain't gonna get in the ring and beat Keyshawn that night. Keyshawn is the kind of talent, in my opinion, that if you fight him, you can't go into a fight with him. Like say for instance, if he moved up and him and Devin Haney fight got put together. Devin Haney, I think it would be a mistake for him to go into that fight or approaching it like, you know what, I'm more experienced than him. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to beat him just off that. Resumes don't win fights alone. You got to perform on the night. You could fight King Kong, Godzilla, Megatron. You get what I'm saying? And then get in there and fight a Keyshawn Davis. But if you don't perform, then you'll lose. So it don't matter who you beat. If who you're currently fighting, you end up not performing to your standard. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, I think resumes factor in to a degree for sure, right? Who you fight, it prepares you for that next fight, for that next challenge for sure. But I do believe once you reach a certain level, I feel like, it's going to come down to who's the better man that night. It ain't going to be no, oh, man, he got the resume. And if y'all don't believe me, just look at the Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez thing. You literally had the smaller guy that started from the smaller weight class, moved all the way up, right? He fought way less opposition, right? They said than Canelo. Canelo should have smoked his boots by that. You get what I'm saying? He should have smoked his boots by that logic, right? Oh, because he got the resume, because he fought all of these different names, right? Triple G 3 times, Lara, you get what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs, the list goes on and on. Kovalev, Beeble, right? He fought all of these guys, right? He gonna definitely beat Crawford. No, you seen that fight came down to who was better on the night and who performed, right? It has shit to do with resumes at all. And I'm pretty sure we all would say Canelo resume trumps a Terence Crawford, but his skill set didn't. None of that shit mattered when it came time to fight him. And again, because Terence Crawford is on a certain level that When you fight him, you're gonna have to be better than him on that night. You're not gonna be able to rely on my resume and who you fought. You don't believe me? Look at when Errol Spence fought him. Everybody says Spence had the better resume too. Could Errol Spence get in the ring and say, man, fought the better opposition? No, you got to fight. You got to perform on that night. And we seen that Errol Spence didn't perform. Terence Crawford did. What was the end result? So again, I get it why people, make the argument about resumes, but that's not the end all be all, man. A resume alone is not going to win you your next fight. It doesn't matter how many of those guys you fight if you get in there and have an off night. You get what I'm saying? You get cooked just like anybody else. Wars equal depletion. Easy resume equals no wear and tear. Yeah, I mean, I think you got to find a balance, Shadow Band. You got to find a balance in between the two. You know what I'm saying? Keith was good because at the end of the day, you don't want to burn. You don't want to crash and burn. You know what I mean? On your way to the top, right? You want to be smart about it. So I think one of the ways to be smart about it is, you're going to have tough fights, then you're going to have lighter touches. You get what I'm saying? That's just how boxing go. You know what I mean? Everybody can't be a world beater. You're not going to fight all champions. It just don't go that way. You know what I mean? Got Dad over Keith. Yeah, I ain't mad at that because, again, he got the experience, man, but skill for skill, man, I think Keyshawn is a little slept on. I think with time, people will continue to see what he is, right? I ain't going to argue nobody down, but I got my own idea how the fight will play out. I think Keyshawn is better than people give him credit for. And then some of the things that I've heard about him, multiple different fighters that work with him, man, and you're hearing it from the coaches, they can't all be lying. Shakur, the way Shakur vouched for him, they can't all be lying. Right? These fighters all can't be lying. When you hear dudes saying who gave you the best work, who one of the best fighters, who got some of the best feet, defense, a combination of things, Keyshawn is a well-rounded fighter. The dude could fight going backwards as well. You definitely see him on the front foot. He's solid defensively. He got good feet, educated feet. I seen somebody say he got slow feet. I don't think so. I don't think nothing slow about Keyshawn. I think he's intentional with his movement too, though. We'll lose today, but in 2 years, he'll beat Haney. Shout out to Mont Brink. I ain't mad at that. Dev is still a weight bully. Only reason I don't call Dev a weight bully, locked and loaded, what up? Because he makes the weight. Could you criticize him for being able to take advantage of that legal loophole with, I could weigh in at 147 and then blow up to however much. That's just something he's mastered that. He got that shit down pat. So I ain't gonna call him the weight bully, but I tell you what, him and Keyshawn ain't gonna be the kind of fight that people think it would be. I really believe that. Win, lose, or draw, he could be. I'm telling you, man, I really believe in that dude ability, man. I just want to see him get some more fights, so that conversation about them actually lining up a fight is a more realistic situation rather than you know what I'm saying, rather than just a conversation online. I'm a weight bully too. Yeah, I mean, different strokes for different folks. I don't believe in the weight bully stuff too much, though. Struggling with Albright is not elite. What's struggling, though, is losing 2 rounds, struggling to fight. He had 10 rounds. He arguably lost 2. He didn't struggle. He didn't struggle with Albright at all. Albright, to me, I can't find more than 2 rounds for Albright. I remember that fight just fine. I don't even know why people was tripping. And that's not struggling. That's one fight. What do he do? And that's the thing. What do he do more consistently than not? Like, think about it. That's like saying because Devin Haney got dropped a bunch of times by Ryan, he struggled with Ryan Garcia. So that means, you get what I'm saying? Keyshawn Davis, a better, more disciplined fighter than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is just more popular, bro. Already he ain't more proven. In 13 fights, that man got a world title. You get what I'm saying? He had a higher level than what the number of fights would suggest. That's what I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet on. Watch, and you're going to find out. You're going to see it fight night. I ain't saying he about to watch Jermaine. I think he got a real fight on his hands, but I think ultimately the pedigree and the skill set is going to win out. Watch, and you're going to see him beat the more experienced guy than Jermaine Ortiz that fought T.O., that fought Loma. Some of the two of the better guys in boxing, right? He fought him both to really good fights. I think Keyshawn has the opportunity to show him, everybody, the difference. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a really good fight, bro. Better inside defense, better counters. Couple more years, sharpen his skills. He ain't gonna lose. Yeah, 704 Joe. What it do, man? It's possible Kid and Dev look like Bud and Spence. Shit. Who Bud and who Spence? Keyshawn talk too much, overrated. Watch this, y'all. Because I'm gonna use this. Watch this. Shout out to you, Eugene. I ain't mad at you. I respect all opinions, but can you name another fighter currently, Eugene, with 13 fights as a pro that was a world champion? And on top of that, keep in mind, Keyshawn never faced the opponent with a losing record. So I want to know, like, who do you have with 13 fights that made it to be a world champion? Mind you, one of the fights got taken from him, right? After he beat Albright. Still managed to do it in about 13 fights, bro. World title. Never fought an opponent with a losing record. You know what I'm saying? Can you name another fighter with those stats? I'm just trying to make a point because you say overrated. Well, I mean, what we basing it off? Because the man really got a world title in about 13 fights. I don't think it's nothing overrated about that. I think that's, of course, is matchmaking, is, opportunities and things like that, but it's him making the most out of them. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something to be said, the fact that, you say keys, but yeah, I feel you. You get me? So Andy Cruz, that's impressive too. He could be a champion in 7 fights. Shout out to Boxing Dad. Yeah, that's impressive. And shit, he damn near cut what Keyshawn did in damn near a half. That's very impressive. Yes, it is. Shout out to Andy Cruz. The faster he win a world title, maybe the more likely we can see that fight. Because I hope they make that fight in the pros. I got my money on Keyshawn. But I see it from them as professionals. I got my money on Key if they fall. Nah, Loma not overrated. He was overpraised. Loma, and look, I can't tell you what he is to you, Keith. If you see it as that, for me, Loma's not overrated. He was overpraised, right? I think Loma made it the fastest in history to be a 3-division champion. You get what I'm saying? That's what made him special. And he arguably was fighting outside of his natural weight class, where he, against bigger guys and being successful. And think about it. Outside of the Salido loss that he took early, he lost to Devin and Tio, top guys, undefeated guys at the time, right? So, or shit, Tio was undefeated when Loma fought him. So you get me? No, I think he might have been overpraised. You know what I'm saying? And why I say overpraised, when they start saying Loma is on the level as Muhammad Ali and he 2-3 fights in, when they saying he had beat Pretty Boy Floyd in his prime with a couple fights in, that's overpraising him. Right? He's not overrated because he's very accomplished and been very successful. You know what I'm saying? But think about it. 2 gold medals. He got close to 400 amateur wins. Like he turned pro late and hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely overpraised, in my opinion. Not overrated, but overpraised. Keyshawn ain't overrated. He getting a lot of attention because he doing what most of these guys ain't doing. Think about it. They've been saying Keyshawn ain't been fighting nobody since about 3 or 4 fights in. But if I ask the average person who their favorite fighter is, do they know who their favorite fighter fought in their 3rd and 4th fights? They would tell me no. If I ask the average person that's knocking Keyshawn for what he's doing, if I ask them, did your favorite fighter win a title in 13 fights? They would probably say no. So it's not, that doesn't mean that he's better than guys just because he won the title that fast. But he clearly showed you that he made the most of the opportunities. He clearly, they matching them up a certain way where they not putting them in there with guys with upside down records. So they obviously believe in him enough to challenge him, right? You get what I'm saying? Dennis Baranchik had far more experience than he did, right? Coming off that win, that ugly win over Emmanuel Navarrete, who was giving everybody hell down there at 130, right? So I don't know, man. I think Keyshawn is the goods, man. I don't think nothing overrated about him. I think he's different. Said Abdullah Mason to crush me. Abdullah Mason is beating everyone, honestly. Okay. Look, I ain't mad at the Abdullah Mason stuff, man. He got a world title. Early in the game, too. He's very young. But the way both of those guys are on top rank, go look at the way they matched them up. It's totally different the way they matched them up. No, I don't know it. Y'all think that. Listen, I get it. Y'all extremely high on Abdullah Mason. I am too, but I'm not so high on him to the point where I'm just giving him wins over people. I'm not giving him a win over Keyshawn. I'm not picking him to beat Keyshawn right off the bat like that. Like, I don't feel that way. I don't think he beats all these guys. I don't think he beats everyone. I think that Sam Nook's fight was a really good test, and it showed a lot about him, but it showed me that he is some qualities that he had that other guys don't have, but it's also some things that he don't have that other guys have. That's important when you fighting at the top level. So he's still young, and Keyshawn fights with a bit more maturity and patience. Abdullah Mason fights with a bit eagerness, right? He want to get in the fire, and look, that's how he is. That's how he is. I love it, but I just see more discipline and patience from a Keyshawn Davis. I'm big on that. You know what I mean? I value people with patience and poise because you need that at the highest level. You can't go 100 miles an hour in every fight. You're going to have to slow it down. You get what I'm saying? And I said this before. Once Abdullah Mason masters that aspect of the game, slowing it down, understanding how to fight his fight without fighting the other guy's fight, taking punishment, unnecessary punishment, he gonna be a terror. He already a beast. He gonna be even worse. So I love Mason too, but I'm just not giving him wins over everybody. Like, this is just my opinion, right? That everybody's different. Pedigree is different. The way they match Abdullah Mason up and match Keyshawn up is night and day. That shit is not even remotely the same. Don't take my word for it. Go look. Go look at it. You get what I'm saying? Bringing up 26-pounders like guys. Imagine if you seen Keyshawn Davis get dropped by Johan Vasquez. What they'd be saying to this day right now. Think about what they say about Shakur for taking a good shot being knocked off balance by Williams Zepeda. So the bar is raised significantly higher with Keyshawn and Shakur. I'm just gonna be real with you. Their margin for error in the public is significantly, smaller than what Abdullah Mason is, right? Shakur Stevenson go in there and get cut and fight somebody and get touched up a lot. They're going to complain. You see, he fought Williams Zepeda fight, and look how they talked about him. And he beat him at his own game, and they still was overly critical. So with Keyshawn, I can't say, based on what I've seen, that Abdullah Mason just goes in there and beat him. I don't know what makes people think that, but that dude got pedigree. That Olympic pedigree is some shit you can't sneeze at. That, to me, shows you that once upon a time, he showed you he was one of the best fighters as an amateur, and he's proven that as a pro. Abdullah Mason, pretty sure he was a top amateur too, but he obviously young. He didn't go the Olympic route. He had a different path. But look, he still got a world title. You know what I'm saying? Early in the game, younger than Keyshawn when he won the world title. More fights, but he younger. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I like Abdullah a lot, but I say he gives everybody hell right now. I say he can give the champions hell right now. He can give all of them really good fights right now, but I'm not having him beat all those guys just like that. I gotta see a little bit more. Do we got an opportunity to beat him? Is it like an open and shut case that he loses these fights? No, not at all. Because he a dog, bro. That dude, he can go. It's not a lot he can do already. But it's just with him, it's all about maturity, growing up, and poise, patience, just little things, little nuances that I think he gonna master as he continue to grow. I think he'll get better and better. Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, experience is key. Experience is key, man. So we'll see. A margin of error like that because of the way they talk. Nah, no, it ain't. Think about it. At 3-0, 4-0, John Wick, how much could you really be talking? They margin for error like that because people don't really like them. And look, I ain't gonna tell you how you see it because I ain't one of them. You feel like they margin for error is like that because of how they talk. I would acknowledge that. Maybe that's to a degree, but for me, it's more so because of the expectation. John Wick, show me name me a fighter that you seen pitch a shutout, 12-zip, drop a guy 2 times, and people shit on the performance. Name me one fighter. Name me one guy you seen pitch a clear-cut shutout, dominate the fight, win every single round. Scorecard 120, 108, and people come out of that fight talking about you didn't do this and you didn't do that, and it was a terrible performance. That's setting the bar extremely high. In no world of boxing is dominating somebody for an entire 36-minute period, dropping them multiple times in the process, a bad fight by any stretch. But when people expect something from you or expect so much of you, the bar is raised significantly higher, almost unrealistic at times. Like that's how bad boxing fans are. And no, Nowhere else will you, in no other sport, will you see somebody pitch a shutout in a sport and then the fans walk away shitting on the people that got the shutout without even critiquing the individual that got shut out and lost every single round, got dropped, beat up, didn't make a single adjustment, none of that. So that's how I know the bar is unrealistically set high. You get what I'm saying? The same shit they praise Abdullah Mason for, being tough and gritty. They said Shakur got hit too much when he showed you he was tough and gritty and he didn't use his legs. You see what I'm saying? The same shit they praise him for, getting dropped 2 times by a guy that they brought up from 126. Imagine what they say about Corey if he get dropped in the same round twice by somebody that they brought up that ain't supposed to be nowhere near on his level. You think they're going to praise him for getting dropped, or you think they're going to shit on him? They're going to shit on him. Think about it. He beats a painter. That damn near dominated that fight. It was competitive, but he won majority of the rounds. And look how they walked about it. Oh, he almost got knocked out. See what I'm saying? So they're not real, bro. They're not real. That shit, Abdullah Mason, when he go through the fire, they understand. He get tested, they understand. These other guys go through some shit, they don't get it. They don't understand. They overly critical. I've watched this shit with a very close eye, and they love them some Abdullah. I do too. But again, they don't critique him as harshly as they do these guys that they keep comparing him to. These fighters that they keep saying he'll just beat, the Shakurs, the Keyshawns, and whoever else y'all got him beating. He hasn't been matched up as a professional the way they have. So that's the reason I wouldn't just have him beating them dudes automatically. Got to show me that. He ain't fought nobody that's as good as Keyshawn Davis. He ain't fought nobody as remotely as talented as Shakur Stevenson. I can't just say he gets in there and beats them guys with ease or just guaranteed beats them. You feel me? Hit that like button, y'all. We got 70 people in the building. Hit the like button. Keyshawn versus Ortiz sell tickets. Every single person has Keyshawn Davis. Why wouldn't it sell tickets? Trader Stroh, what up? Why wouldn't it sell tickets? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. The boxing report. Why is he talking about fighting Lewis if he just called out Devin Haney? I got the answer for you, the boxing report. Why is simple. Because he did call out Devin Haney, but he ain't at 47 yet. Just because you call him out don't mean a fight gonna happen. I don't know if you were aware, did you catch the little clip when he was getting interviewed and he talked about going up to 147, but he also talked about winning a title first and then unifying with Dude. When he said Dude, he was referring to Devin Haney. So you see what I'm saying? Guys be planning. You think he gonna fight Jermaine Ortiz, say he win, right? Gonna move right to 47 and they're gonna give him the title shot with Devin Haney right out the gate? Hell no. But in a perfect world, and not even saying this Lewis Crocker fight is going to happen because you don't know what's going to happen by the time Keyshawn get there, but they less likely to give him a title shot with Lewis Crocker from the gate. So a lot of these dudes just be ambitious, bro. And if they had it their way, I'm pretty sure in a perfect world, he'd beat Jermaine Ortiz, move up, get the Lewis Crocker fight, and then get a unification with Devin. But that's all. You know what I mean? And look, why didn't nobody question why Devin Haney had Keyshawn Davis on his list at number 7 of people that he was going to fight while Keyshawn Davis was still a lightweight? Nobody had a problem with that. Think about it. When Keyshawn said, yo, I'll fight Devin at 147, they said he was clout chasing. Not to mention Devin has him on his hit list. He has 135 pounders. I think he had 54 pounders, 140 pounders. The dude literally on his list got fighters from 3 different divisions. Nobody asked a single solitary question. Nobody asked Devin Haney, why are you putting lightweights on your hit list of people to fight? But see, when Keyshawn opened his mouth and responded, he like, man, why you doing that? He just responding to Devin Haney. And look, Devin Haney will not have an easy time with Keyshawn Davis. I promise you. I promise you. You could favor him to beat him if you want because of the resume and all that, but styles make fights. M-A-W. My guy, what's good, Brody? How you feeling? Keyshawn defeats Jermaine, then defeats Crocker. Fights Haney for unification. That's the moment fight. Hell yeah, that's a great fight for him. They say everybody trying to slide in 140. Opportunity, Trader Stroh. Opportunity, bro. Opportunity, man. Nah, boxers ain't no chumps, bro. You know what I mean? These dudes ain't no chumps. They all trying to figure out the best moves for themselves, bro. And in the process, they gonna call out some shit. They gonna say some shit that ain't gonna come to fruition. That's just boxing. Like I focus more on what they actually do rather than what they say. Like I be entertained by what they say, but I really pay closer attention to what they actually doing. And why I don't have a problem with Keyshawn calling somebody out, because I don't think if given the opportunity, he'll turn it down. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, like I said earlier, he ain't fought a single opponent with a losing record. And I told dude when he said he was overrated, can he name another fighter with 13 fights that's a world champ? That was a world champion. They ain't fight no losing up, no opponents with losing records. See what I'm saying? You can't really name nobody. So by those standards, like by what standard is he overrated, right? When you could say people that started the same time he did, got the same, and it's people that got more fights than him that still ain't did what he did. Shit, Kid Austin got more fights than him. He ain't no world champion. So you see, he's in fact not overrated. He's a little bit underappreciated because people probably don't like him. You know what I'm saying? That move, everyone knows this. This is why he got dropped twice by Sandor. Oh yeah, man. We know. Hopefully he got his I want to see him get his head boxed off. I ain't gonna lie. Tell Conor Ben fight Keyshawn. Reef stupid. Tell Conor Ben fight Key. Don't want to do that. Conor, get to the chopper. Shout out to everybody that was sending them gifts too. We got more than we about to start another gift goal. Why not, man? Shout out to y'all. I appreciate the love, man. Everybody that's sending them gifts. Much love to y'all, man. Much love, man. Shout out to the fan. I wasn't even over here seeing his chat, so I wasn't seeing Broly. Shout out to my dog. Said 14 gifts, man. Shout out to he say he's training his best for this fight. Yeah, man. Look, let's see, man. I don't know. Keyshawn, I never anticipated seeing Keyshawn at 47 this early, but it's gonna be fun to see if he get past Jermaine. Do he just move right up like he said? But we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if he deviate from that plan and decide to stick around at 140, depending on the opportunities or the landscape down there. You know what I'm saying? The truth be told, these couple of these divisions is asking for somebody to come in there and try to take over. You know what I'm saying? 140 is opening up. You got all champions, man. I want to see some of the dudes start fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? And you got Keyshawn and Corp at 140. You never know how either of those guys feel after they fights in January, right? Corp might say, hey, man, I might see another fight I want to take at 40. Hey, Keyshawn might say the same thing, or he might say, look, I'm going right up to 47. So you never know, man. Just one fight at a time. So I'm looking forward to seeing him fight Jermaine Ortiz and see what his approach to this fight be. You know what I'm saying? So Lewis Crocker, I think he's going to have to wait for that. It's some talk about Devin Haney potentially wanting this fight with Crocker and all that stuff. And, you know, but I wanted to point this out. Shout out to L Boxing too, the plug, my guy, man. He had let me know that the IBF ordered Lewis Crocker and Liam Paro. So they rejected Lewis Crocker's voluntary. They ain't giving him no voluntary defense. And they're ordering him to fight Liam Paro instead. That's a solid fight. Lewis Crocker a bit rugged. Look like he got some solid punching power. But Liam Paro is the better boxer. I would lean towards Liam Paro winning this fight if they made it. So this is what I'm saying. Keyshawn Davis is just being a fighter. He's being ambitious, looking ahead, looking at the next potential opportunity. But we don't know where that IBF title going to be by the time he actually get to 47 is what I'm saying. Because if this fight not only gets ordered, but actually gets put together and made and they fight, it's a good chance Liam Paro could win that shit. He'll be a two-time champion just like that. You get what I'm saying? I know he would want nothing more to get that IBF belt back. Get what I'm saying? So, and matter of fact, two division. My bad, I'm tripping because they had 47. So he had the IBF down there at 40. So he'd be a 2-division champion right here. So again, keep this in mind, y'all. Just because they ordered this fight don't mean it's gonna happen. It don't mean it's gonna happen. But I know Devin Haney, he feel like and I knew this was gonna happen. Devin Haney feel like it's you know, he want to unify. He feel like Devin Haney feel like Eddie Hearn don't want this. You know what I'm saying? Saying Eddie Hearn don't want this fight for his guy. See, the problem that Devin Haney is going to run into is guys are going to have, I think, first dibs on getting an opportunity at Lewis Crocker if he can help it, because you're not his fighter. And I know, regardless of anything Eddie Hearn say, he knows Devin Haney is good enough to beat a Lewis Crocker. So if he not gonna sign on board for a couple fights or something, I don't see Eddie Hearn being in a rush to make a fight between Lewis Crocker and Devin Haney simply because that belt could end up walking out the door. I think if they put it together, I got dead beating to Lewis Crocker, man. I looked him up, seen something from him. I just don't think he got what it takes to beat a Devin Haney. He'll have to knock him out, and that's gonna be tough to do. Shout out to the homie J.A. Dixon. What's good, Jay? How you feeling, man? Debo, 2-time undisputed watch. Yeah, man. Israel, he look, he got an opportunity at 147. That's why I like what he doing. I like what he doing. He wanted to smoke with Rolly. Rolly don't want to fight him. And then he moved on to Lewis Crocker. And maybe Lewis Crocker is willing, but if you Eddie Hearn, you're gonna probably make not make, but you're gonna probably have or encourage Devin Haney to sign on for more than just one fight or something, right? So I don't know, man. He looks solid at welterweight for his first fight. He looked good at welterweight for his first fight. Sparred him in the Barboza and Loma fight. Who you spar? I was hoping to see Devin versus Crocker unification while Devin waiting for Barrows and Ryan Winter. Crocker versus Paro is also a good fight. Yeah. Paro, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He might beat him and be a 2-division champ, bro. Real talk. Real talk. I think that could happen. Matter of fact, I would favor Liam Paro. He's a better boxer. And I think Lewis Crocker is, a little rugged and got some solid punching power, but I don't think it's game changing, right? You know what I mean? I think Liam Paro could box him and weather that storm. The same way he handled Subriel Matiz. You know what I'm saying? He got through that fight. Felt like he'd beat him similar fashion, boxing him. So I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait to see when we get there or wait till they get there to see who's going to actually get an opportunity to fight. But I don't know, man. I don't think Eddie Hearn is trying to block Devin Haney from fighting, though. I just think it's business at the end of the day. And you're going to look out for what's in the best interest of your business. And if you're Eddie Hearn, I don't think it's in the best interest of your business to get your fighter beat by a guy that you used to work with, that he get that belt, he gonna move on to the next thing. So, that's just how boxing goes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it might be out of Eddie Hearn's hands. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like, I hope Liam Paro actually do get this fight now that I think about it. I wouldn't mind seeing Devin get it, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. It's too much like right. I don't feel like the powers that be want to see him be a 2-division undisputed champion. I really don't. They sparred Teofimo Lopez. That's dope. That's what's up. The WBA Order Rolly versus Gibbs-Off. I forgot. I thought I seen that somewhere. Give me I don't know. I'm not for sure. I have to double check on that. I have to double check, but yeah, man. We talked about this before what Devin Haney's situation was going to be, because remember, man, them being their own boss, it's not a bad thing, but I think it can be a bad thing because at some point you're gonna need to come back to the table. You're gonna need to come back to the table with those individuals, right? With those individuals that you kind of said did you dirty. And I don't know if y'all remember, Bill Haney did an interview and he was saying like all these people that they work with did them dirty. Shout out to the Queen LaJessica. You know what I'm saying? He was saying all the promoters screwed him over. So you got to think people don't forget shit like that. When you put out information that somebody got it off on you and did you dirty in the business, and then you got to double back and cross that same bridge that you just essentially burnt, you're going to have an issue, and you're going to have people talking about, oh, they're trying to block them. No, y'all blocking your own blessings. When you burn a bridge, just because you feel like your business is done there and you moving on to your next opportunity don't mean you got to burn the bridge after you crossed it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying 100% that that's what he's done, but I wouldn't be surprised if people hold some of the things that his dad has said in the media about these different promoters against him. So I was saying it while it was happening. You have to be mindful of what you're saying about these promoters, especially when you're speaking about how they do business and you putting jackets on them, essentially saying, because you got to think on one end, you were selling to everybody when you was doing the business that y'all own boss, y'all making all this money, don't nobody get paid like y'all, and then you wait till after you cross the bridge, you got what you want from the situation, you essentially burn it down, and then you got to cross the bridge again after telling people that they did you dirty in the business side. So think about it. If you're in business and you work with a team Haney and they've been on record, or should I say Bill's on record for saying how you screwed them over on the money side, but after already saying that y'all was treated fairly, right? So you got to pick a side and stand on it. Like, well, you treated fairly and treated accordingly by these promoters when you work with them, or did they do you dirty? You get what I'm saying? Because my thing is, if they haven't done you, mistreated you, and you putting that information out there, you can't expect them to be greeting you with fucking open arms when you're trying to get a fight because you want to be great. It's not in their interest to try to make sure you're great throughout your career if you don't work with them no more. So again, when you preach that to your own boss and we work with whoever we want and we don't got to sign on to this and we making this money, you got to keep that same energy when it's time to make fights. Or at least you got to expect those promoters that you speak badly about to keep the same energy when you got to come do business with them. It's just business at the end of the day. It's never personal, bro. Shout out to the Queen Shower. You feel me? Shout out to the Queen. Peace. How you feeling? So you gotta be mindful, bro. That's why I say, man, don't just get in the media and say anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't get a microphone and a camera in front of you and just start going, because again, you burn bridges and you never know when you got to cross back over there. And like I just said, I'm not saying for sure. It seems like Eddie Hearn would be willing to work with Devin Haney again. But I think it's going to be, and this is just my opinion, I think it's going to come with some stipulations. I don't think it's just going to be a clean, all right, Devin Haney, you want to fight my fighter, Lewis Crocker? Okay, we're going to make that fight. Because think about it. If Eddie Hearn is his best interest is to look out for Lewis Crocker, even though it might seem like that might be the move to make with Devin Haney, make the unification, his job is to put Lewis Crocker in fights that he can win and or make money or both, right? So he probably ain't going to be in a rush to try to, make a fight with a Devin Haney, right? Because like I said, you ain't trying to get your man beat. You trying to keep him undefeated. You trying to keep him on the winning side of things. You trying to make sure he continues to be a world champion. He said it was the Nigerian nightmare. Sherry. You stupid. Says, see, Keyshawn smart. He knows Devin ain't going to fight him unless there's no way around it. So he's trying to, get his strap to make sure Devin get all the belts. He got to go through him. Hey, and he trying to leave ETB. I agree. He's trying to leave him with no excuse as to why you won't fight him. Because I don't care what nobody say. If Keyshawn Davis handled business against Jermaine Ortiz and was to move right up and call Devin Haney out, I'm not saying he would be scared or duck him. I think they would say he don't have nothing for us to offer. He don't have nothing for us. We want bigger fights. We want unifications. And they wouldn't be wrong for saying that, but I'm willing to bet money that that's something that would come up. And this is just my opinion. I could be wrong as hell. To me, Keyshawn goes to 47 without a title. There's no way that fight takes place without it. I don't think so. And maybe it'll be better business to let him get a title and then fight him. Who knows? But I just don't see them being as willing to do it as some think. And I don't think it has anything to do with being scared of him. I think it will, come on. We talking about business. You talking about competing for unifications at the top of the sport, right? They're going to make that shit make sense. Yeah, you can't expect no favors from the promoters when you promoted how you're your own boss, how y'all own, you get me? So that's real, bro. They ain't gonna do you no solids. And you can't expect them to, because at the end of the day, it's just business. Get what I'm saying? Start calling Shakur Jersey Rico. You stupid. He said this boxing at the promoters. I mean, look, I'm with you. I'm cool. We for the boxer, but I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Like, I'm not saying it's right, because I feel like in a perfect world, I feel like you got a belt and another champion want to fight you. Like, me as a fight fan, I feel like you should line it up if you want to fight. But I know boxing at the top is more of a business than a sport. And if you're talking about a unification, it's going to be a lot of business being discussed before they put that shit together, especially if you're expecting Eddie Hearn to put his guy in a fight where he would more than likely be the underdog. Who the hell know Lewis Crocker versus Devin Haney? Devin Haney gonna be the favorite, rightfully so. Fought more notable names, even more notable, recognizable name with the people. Like, why would Eddie Hearn be in a rush to do that? That's what I'm saying. Devin Haney, I had to give him some incentive, and I think the incentive is to be willing to do business with him past that one fight. That's just my opinion of it. I could be wrong. But Dev know he can beat Key, bet 1,000. I mean, shit, all fighters feel like they can beat everybody before they get in there with him. Devin's supposed to feel like he can beat Keyshawn. He's supposed to, just like Keyshawn's supposed to feel like he can beat him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Devin Haney was well within his right to feel like he can beat that guy. I mean, he won a lot of fights. He won over 30 fights. He was an undisputed champion. He's been a champion in 3 different divisions. Keyshawn is currently about to, compete in his second. So he got a lot of experience, a lot of fights. He got that over him, but I just don't think it'd be the end-all, be-all. I think that fight would just come down to who better on the night. And I'm not saying it won't be Devin, but I think people sleep on Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn will cause him all types of problems because of how he fight. Be a smarter man in the world. I'm pretty sure Till doesn't hit that hard. I don't know. I sparred the man. I can't tell you how hard he hit. You sparred him, right? But I would say this. I don't think it would be in nobody's best interest to try to, test that theory out and see how hard T.O. hit by allowing him to, you know what I'm saying? Don't get cracked. I think he could, if he hit you with the right shot, you're going to feel it. You're going to bet 1,000 on that fight. That ain't even being negotiated about yet, right? And I'm telling you, ETB, bro, we're speaking from past situations and experience with this boxing game and this particular team. They're gonna run that. They're gonna say that. Like saying y'all could run it is one thing, but then being willing to do it with nothing on the line is something different, especially if you're a Devin Haney and you're in position to make unifications. Do you necessarily just take the risky fighter in Keyshawn Davis with nothing to offer? Or do you allow him to get his feet settled, possibly win the title, and then be willing to fight him, right? Because it's a big fight. And if you're going off of what Devin Haney said, he said he want unifications or big fights, right? There you go. And I feel like him and Keyshawn, that would be his justification. Our team Haney may be justification for not fighting him. It's not a big enough fight, and he don't have nothing to offer, so why fight him? It'd be like high risk, low reward type of thing, right? So, and again, like I said, at the top, it's about business, bro. They do business. They ain't stupid. You said 4 rounds, hard sparring, no breaks. Said T.O. ain't hitting hard. Shout out to the Boxing Report, man. Fighters should hard spar just to test how much power they have. Hey, man, I think it's different strokes for different folks, man. I think different people get in the ring to learn. Some people get in there to learn some shit and work. Some guys be getting in there trying to hurt guys. So, yeah, Devin Haney, see, and this is more into what I was saying. He wants unifications or big fights. He want that Crocker fight, and I get it. But he also was cool with a Rolly fight because he just wanted unification or a fight that would be big. Either or would work for Devin. So, I don't know. I just got to see, man. He just got to keep figuring it out. Him and Bill got to come up with a game plan, a master plan. They got to come up with a reason for somebody to want to sacrifice their fighter to them, realistically, because Crocker ain't beating him. So he got to take that into account. And I know his fans is going to keep saying he being blocked, but yo, bro ain't being blocked, man. That's not being blocked. That's just business, man. And that's the business of boxing coming back to haunt you. And some of your own words coming back to haunt you, too. Get what I'm saying? Let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep rolling. You can't just run through 47 as they thought they would. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it ain't gonna be as smooth as they thought. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the talent, he got the skill to be able to fight all these champions, right? But I know politics. They ain't gonna let him off the hook that easy. They're not gonna make it super easy for him to snatch them belts up. Whether it be the powers that be, the politics of the game, or the fighters and the teams of the fighters. So they're not going to make it easy for him to get nothing. I just hope he prepared. I hope they prepared to have to make sacrifices, maybe similar to how they've made them in the past. Concessions or something to get some of these fights, like I said, because Nobody's gonna be in a rush to fight a pure boxer that on a good night can make you look bad. They're not gonna be in a rush to do that. And they're gonna criticize, they're gonna use your style against you. Oh, he ain't the most fan friendly. Telling you. So I just hope Devin Haney is prepared for that, because that's what's gonna happen. Shout out to the plug, LW Boxing, too. Like I said, man, the IBF had ordered this fight. So we'll see if it happens, man. We'll see. But Lewis Crocker, man, I think they feel like he gonna have to bend. He gonna have to bend or come to the table and make some type of deal. Shawar ain't gonna go down. Nobody's gonna do him no favors, bro. That's what I learned about boxing. They like, he ain't looking at it like, oh, I worked with him before. Like, nah, hell no. He's like, bro, what you gonna give me? You gotta give something for a little something. You know what I'm saying? No champion interested in taking unnecessary risk. You either gotta be a big reward, money or legacy, worth the risk. Facts. And it's just good business, MAW, at the end of the day, bro. It's just good business, right? To make it worth something, to make it worth your while. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you're an established champion. So you got to think of the position where Devin Haney is in. It wouldn't even make the most sense for him to just fight a contender type guy in the division, right? If he don't have to, especially given the position he's worked himself into. So we'll see. We gonna see, man. Shout out to Cuz in that Cash App. Much love. Much appreciation, man. Roll it.
9. I got another $1 to that 9. We're gonna get you up out of here. Senior buddy. 6. Nina Ross. 6 and 2, that's 8. All them years you went to school, what came after 8? Nina!
That's funny. Nina, 12 threes with a go. Yeah, man. They try to throw and contender would be dope. Like what I say, or let me be more clear. Like somebody that just without something to gain from it, right? So I don't know. Shout out to Cuz. I didn't even see you in here. I don't know what side you're on. Some of the comments don't be coming up on the StreamYard too. So I don't know. But yeah, Nina, that shit funny. I forgot that was in there. Oh man. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna want Devin. Yeah, he established champion. So think about that. As an established champion, you gonna want your fights to make sense. You're not just fighting just cuz, right? And I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody say. You can see it with how they move. Look at the fights that they're pursuing. Rolly or Crocker, those unifications. I haven't heard them talk about fight. Oh, Jack Catterall. And Jack Catterall is just a good fight. I mean, I think that's a fallback, good fallback if you can't get those champions in the ring. Yeah. Devin and Bill have mastered the internet and everything ain't what it looks like. Yeah, nah, they got the internet on Smash, bro. They did it. They did a damn good job. Since Devin's a champ now in his 3rd division, time to focus. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Daniel. That's exactly what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is he going to want to make the most out of all of his opportunities. He's not going to just be trying to do shit just to do it. It got to make sense. So even though him and Keyshawn traded words with fighting each other, it's going to be different. It's not going to be that simple when it's time to make that fight if the right situation is not in place. So it's either going to be money or legacy or both for him. And I don't know, is Keyshawn without a title a big money fight? Is it a legacy fight? I don't think it checks either of those boxes. So that's why I think it's less likely to happen right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Even if they wanted it, you know what I'm saying? Now, then you got to ask yourself, what platform, who's going to pay for the fight? You got to start asking that. So these fighters could want to fight each other, but the network's got to be interested in the fight as well. Somebody got to be willing to put the fight on. So we'll see. We'll see. Call-outs are necessary to generate conversation and interest. That's what I be saying, MAW. I've been saying that for years, bro. I say it all the time. Call-outs are definitely necessary, bro. You know what I mean? They help the sport. 3-division champion and undisputed. Facts. Facts. My bad, y'all. So this is what happens when you threat the people. People gonna want the most money they can get. Period. I could agree with that sentiment. When you a threat, people gonna want the most money. But think about it, John Wick. The bigger the threat, you think the bigger the reward, right? You should want, right? Especially in the hurt business, if you're taking a risk, you should be compensated handsomely, right? So, I think that's how it is. Period. In fights, I think these dudes always looking to try to get the most they can get. You know what I'm saying? He'll redeem himself, Daniel, man. Tune in on the 31st, man. You know what I mean? Tune in on the 31st. You'll see. You know, I think you'll see him redeem himself. At least in my opinion, you will. You know what I'm saying? At least in my opinion. Think about Pacquiao and Tank. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't see that happening. It could happen. I'm not saying that it can't, but you never know, because he could have shifted his attention once the Jake Paul fight fell apart. He could have shifted it to the next big money fight for himself. I don't know if that's the case, but I mean, I think Pacquiao is old. I think he can make that shit really interesting, though. But he better not get caught by Tank, because I think he'll get hurt. He's old as he an old man. What is he? 47 years old. Just don't get caught. But if you Tank, you know, don't let Pacquiao just get off, because he still throw a good amount of punches, and you know, Tank got that lower output. So I feel like I don't think we'll see that fight. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it if they made it cool. Let's see it, but I don't think we'll see it. I hear people kind of like rumoring, talking about that fight. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think Pac trying to do that. I mean, maybe, but I don't know, man. That's a dangerous fight. It could be risky for both because of the styles. Pacquiao is a guy that, like, that's a kind of fight where Tank would have to knock him out because of how he fights stylistically. He just don't throw the kind of punches that Pacquiao. Now, this ain't a prime Pacquiao either, so this ain't the do. This ain't the, you know, this ain't that. But he still, you see what he gave Barrios a good scrap, even though Tank stopped him. So that's what I think it'll end up happening, man. He might get stopped. He too old, man. They mess around and stop him if there was a fight, but I mean, if it made money, I'm pretty sure they'd be willing to do it, though. But the question is, where would the fight happen at? That's why I question if it'll happen, because Pacquiao fought the last at what, welterweight? I don't see Tank fighting at welterweight, 147. Heard some people reporting that he could come back and fight at welterweight, but I'm like, man, y'all just be saying anything. I don't have no Tank updates. The last update I heard, he was in the gym again, and you know, looking to get himself back in, you know, shape and in the mix. You know what I mean? After having like back-to-back so-so camps with the Lamont Roach and the Jake Paul joint before that fell out. I heard since then he been getting back right. So, you know, until I hear something else, I don't know what's up with Tank. Hopefully he's just training somewhere, staying in shape. Yeah, man. Feeding him with that bowl, man. I'm telling you, Pacquiao gonna be getting fed through the wire like Kanye. Yeah, 47. So yeah, I don't see it. It says you got a huge update on Tank. I don't think there is a huge update on Tank. I don't think there is one. I mean, I seen the Pacquiao stuff, but they gotta show me that. I'm not falling for that shit. I've seen that too many times. You ain't hearing enough people discuss it for me to really think that that's coming next. Yeah, Pac better be careful. You see what Ugas had him getting My bad, y'all. My bad. I had to happen to my power went out for a second. So my Wi-Fi got to reboot. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. We back though. We are back. Says Shakur called the same time as Zayas. I don't think so. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all rocking out, man, with your boy. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. Hold on, y'all. I'm just waiting for my thing to get right. Probably sound like that because I got earbuds in and I ain't got the settings. You know, YouTube is where back. Appreciate the patience, man. We about to get back. Check for you though, bro. I'll double check for you. But I doubt it. I doubt if they overlap though. Cause where is Zayas fighting at? Ain't they fighting in Puerto Rico or something like that? Or am I tripping? Where's Zayas them fighting at? The PBC Beyond Down Bad. Yeah, they cards have been like kind of it's in PR, so the time difference, it ain't gonna be it ain't gonna overlap for sure. That PR card could come on earlier, but I could double check though, so I ain't gotta guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think it'll overlap though. The main card start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the main card. Oh, they are both scheduled for 8. Yeah, that's crazy. Ah, man, usually it don't overlap. Well, look, I'm looking at it saying the start time is reported start time for the main card is 6. 6 for the start of the main card. So I think it should be a way where you could watch them both. I hate when they do that too. Seem like a problem to have though. Too much boxing on, right? Boxing's one of them good problems. Aki versus Kelly should be 3-year time. Yeah. Bakram and Josh Kelly. Right. Yeah, my bad. I had to blink out on y'all. But let's keep rolling, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that card, man, and see what Keyshawn do with this newfound motivation that he got with this, him seemingly being refocused now, right? Let's see if it all pays off for him. But let's keep building. Let's keep going for a bit on this Good Friday. Something I wanted to talk about. I seen this video, where Oscar, he made some little video edit. And he was saying, Terence Crawford, alluding to Terence Crawford selling his soul again. And he said this once before, but I think he doubled down in this clip, man. Oscar is a super troll at the end of the day, man. 2 screens out. I'm telling you, it's a good problem to have, man. It's the best fight to make it 147. Shit, any unification at this point. Devin Haney and somebody. Crazy. Devin Haney and somebody. It's crazy. 147 light, bro. I want to see Tiger Johnson position himself, man. I think he could be a problem up there at 47. I do. I like Tiger. I do. But let's get to this clip with Oscar, man. Still taking shots at Bud Crawford. Oscar's a weird dude, too, man. Appreciate everybody that rocked out, man. My bad. I had some little technical difficulties, man. We back, though. We good, y'all. We good. Well, let's play this, man.
On the first day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. The FBI up Dana White side. On the second day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the third day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Orlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the fourth day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Orlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the fifth day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the sixth day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Endless Haney lawsuits. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the seventh day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Aliak under attack, endless Haney lawsuit. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the eighth day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Take all equals ratings. Aliak under attack, endless Haney lawsuit. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando steak and diamond. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the ninth day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Chavez got deported. Take all equals ratings. Aliak under attack, endless Haney lawsuit. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the 10th day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Max is such a tampon.
I am gay and I am happy.
Chavez got deported. Take ball equals rating. Aliak under attack. Endless Haney lawsuit. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the 11th day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Eddie's still a pussy. Max is such a tampon.
I am gay and I am happy.
Chavez got deported. Take ball equals ratings. Aliak under attack. Endless Haney lawsuit. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando steak and diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass. On the 12th day of Christmas, boxing gave to me. Tappa gives you facts. Eddie's still a pussy. Max is such a tampon.
I am gay and I am happy.
Chavez got deported. Take ball equals ratings. Aliak under attack. Endless Haney lawsuit. Brian Ryan after Rollies. Crawford sold his soul. It was a smart idea. Bumlando's fake as diamonds. Canelo stuck in quicksand. And the FBI up Dana White's ass.
Fuck you.
Man. Hey, I don't know why he did Max dirty like that. OP, wow. Hector said, then he said a Ring magazine, the Turk. Yeah, I don't know why he made it that long, bro. He got it's Oscar. He trolled. It was almost 4 minutes, that video. Shout out to Fight Hub, man. They always caught that. I've been meaning to get to that, but you see it, man. Like, if y'all think everybody giving Terence Crawford flowers when some of the biggest names that used to represent the sport once upon a go, they just don't even give him the flowers that he deserves. I feel like there's no way you could be a person that struggled through the sport of boxing, navigated the way you did, and you look at him as some type of, he sold his soul. He ain't sell shit. He beat Canelo ass. That's what he did. Beat Canelo ass. Made the biggest fights of his career, despite what people said about him. You know what I'm saying? And he just managed to stay relevant, bro. People don't like it. Shout out to Will. What's good, my guy? They don't like it, man. But I don't think he sold. Ain't no way you could prove that he sold his soul. Getting in there, making money, beating up Canelo. It's funny because if Terence Crawford sold his soul, then you sold yours too. know what I'm saying? You know, that shit don't make sense, man. Oh, he could talk shit. Yeah, man. Oscar, he's a funny guy, a bit of a trash talker. Like he a good troll. Oscar is a good troll. Seem like a good troll. I mean, a decent troll. He not a troll a little bit, you know. But let's keep going, man. Like I said, Terence Crawford, I will be glad to see him retire, and the reason for it is because, again, I ain't got to hear no more fake narratives. I don't got to hear about Snack no more. I don't got to hear about how he ain't fought nobody. I don't got to hear about how he ain't relatable to black people and all this dumb stuff. I don't got to hear how he all types of BANs and, yeah, like, nah. Like, just go enjoy your money, your time, your family, you know what I'm saying, and chill out. You know what I mean? It's him in the building. What's good, homie? Zay in the building. I haven't seen Bud put a dress and a wig on yet. Yeah, but he sold his soul, right? I'll be letting people off the hook easy. He out here cross-dressing and he's sitting in front of, like, you know, on the couch, you know, bare ass naked and shit, singing Christmas carols and shit, edited Christmas carols. You talking about who sold out. You out here you participating in humiliation rituals on your own. Like, nobody even put you up to it. You putting yourself through humiliation rituals on the internet with no clothes on, with saggy man boobs and a fake paid for six-pack. You bogus as hell. You got the nerve to be talking about sellout. You got people jumping on podcasts talking about how you a weird guy. I'm gonna just leave it there. I ain't gonna even get too deep on that. But you talking about selling out? Nah, Crawford is if you had a son in boxing, that's how you would want him to be on. As far as discipline, putting the work in, getting the results out of it. That's how you would want you. If you took Crawford's career and you took Oscar's career through and through, I'm willing to bet more people would say they would rather their son be like Terence Bud Crawford than Oscar Delahoya. And that's no slight of shade, but why you still shitting on this man? You're an idiot, and that's why boxing sucked, because everybody got agendas and they want to push these narratives. Instead of you highlighting Terence Crawford as one of the pound-for-pound best, and explaining it and helping people understand how difficult it is to achieve what he's achieved, you rather sit here and talk about how he sold his soul. Man, I wonder what Terence Crawford think about them little shots Oscar be taking, bro. He probably don't give a damn, but I just wonder, you know what I'm saying, what he got to say about that. Oscar, little fool ass. It'd be a little funny though, I ain't gonna lie. The bum legged, but his ass was naked. He was naked as hell. What is he doing? Why was he naked like that, bro? Why is bro naked, bro? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Man, I ain't see a female in sight, bro. Cross-dressing ass Oscar, man. Oscar a damn fool, though, y'all, man. He a fool, for real. I seen Terence Crawford's new physique. Speaking of that, because we're going to get to that next. We're going to talk about that, though. Because Terence Crawford, yeah, man. So I hope he retire and just enjoy his life, man. But I got to bring this up because I had seen this picture surfacing a couple of days ago, and I see y'all pushing the narrative, and I gotta speak on it because it's ridiculous. Y'all want me to believe they're pushing that Shakur Stevenson is bigger than Terence Bud Crawford because of this picture. That's why I hate pictures, yo, because pictures are very deceiving. Like, the hell with a picture, the hell with seeing these dudes on TV, see them dudes in person. Neither guy is extremely tall, but Shakur definitely ain't taller than Bud Crawford. And in this picture, he damn near look like he is. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? He got the athletic, exactly, bro. He got the athletic gear on. He probably got a fresh pump. He working out. Yeah, it look like that. Bud in casual clothes, loose clothes. If you think Shakur Stevenson is bigger than Bud Crawford, you either a fool or you really don't like Shakur that bad. You just want to push the narrative that he's some type of big ass fighter that need to be fighting up at 54 or something weird like that. Dante boxing talking about dog was good with it. He definitely got on athletic gear. So I see the narrative. Shakur bigger than Bud. Did you see Shakur? He's bigger than Bud. He's bigger than Tiger. He's bigger than everybody. Shut up. He started at 126. Bud started at 35. Bud last fight was at 168 pounds. To my knowledge, that's very accurate. Shakur Stevenson ain't never been 168 pounds, ever. Outside the ring, inside the ring. I don't know what y'all be. Y'all just make shit up. Just make up your own facts. How the hell could he? I don't care what the picture look like. I swear I don't. I ain't no fool. Shakur ain't fighting at 168 pounds, dude. He ain't fighting at 168 pounds at all. That's Photoshop on purpose. I don't know if it's Photoshop either, though, because I think this is the legit picture. And I forget, I got this off of somebody's page. But I seen it surfacing and they going in about this. Man, it's not that big a deal, bro. He ain't no overly big fighter. He like 5'7", 5'8" on it, and that's stretching it on a good day. He like 5'7", Bud like 5'8". Bud got longer arms. Started at a heavier weight class. He started 2 weight classes above what Core started at. So what in the hell would make you think that Shakur somehow just got bigger than Terence Crawford? Like, they act like he just like hit some type of growth spurt. And now he moving to 140 and he got big as hell. Nah, bro. He putting in the right work, bro. I said it. Maybe it's that pre-camp that he did in Vegas that helped him acclimate and get his body in shape. You know what I mean? His arms look big there. He looks solid there, but this just a picture, man. Don't be fooled by that. And anybody pushing this, I know for a fact you ain't seen Shakur in person and you ain't been to no fights because you wouldn't even entertain stupid shit like this. Bigger than Terence Crawford. That man, Terence Crawford, posted the scale and he was about 180 plus pounds. Shakur ain't never been 180 plus pounds. Why in the hell would you think he a bigger man? He not taller, longer, nothing. Like, he don't get the longer arms. He not taller. Think he built different. Core got a little muscle mass. Don't get it wrong. He ain't some pipsqueak or nothing, but he not no real big ass dude. And I think because he's really disciplined, I think he don't allow himself to blow up crazy in between fights like that. He said that. He said it when him and Devin Haney was standing in front of each other. I think it was him that said he don't get that big. Something like that. He's not an overly big dude. He said it. At 35, he don't got to cut a lot of weight. At 40, he got to cut even less weight. You got people making up their own facts, talking about, yeah, he at least 160 right there. Shut up. 160 right there. Now everybody could guess weights and shit. You way wrong. Hey, Jordan, remember they was just saying he was 175 pounds? Remember they thought that? Remember they was pushing that narrative that he was 175 pounds? That shit is crazy, bro. He said acting like he drank the ooze off Ninja Turtles. Right, Tim? I mean, remember they was acting like he was 175 pounds and he told him he was like $151. So how the hell is he bigger than Bud? Explain to me how he bigger than Bud, bro. Everybody's body is not built the same way. Bud can have much bigger legs. You get what I'm saying? He can have, which he probably do, because Bud, you seen it for for Canelo. He got some big legs. So they built different, bro. They built different, yo. Shakur, most of his weight might be in his upper body. Buzz might be in his legs. You get what I'm saying? They built different up top. So it's sad that you got to explain this shit, but this is where we at in boxing, where people would just say anything. He's bigger than Bud Crawford. He's bigger than Tiger Johnson. Bigger than Bud. Bud just fought Canelo at 68. Shut up, man. Shut up. Yeah, bone mass difference. Shout out to G-Ball. That's a fact, bro. It might look a certain way. Like, you've ever seen somebody that look muscular as hell but don't weigh a lot? I've seen that a lot. Like, dude, and like dude said, 145, I'd say closer to that than anywhere near 160. Like, he ain't never been that big, bro. People just be saying any damn thing. I promise you they do. Promise you, man. Yeah, he's bigger than Bud right now. You see him? Look at his arms, bro. Look at his arms. See how big he look? Bigger than Bud, man. That's why he don't want to move up, man, because he don't want to lose his advantages, man. He used to being the bigger guy, man. He want to keep beating up these little guys. Chest look bigger, facts. And he got that tight ass shirt on, the athletic wear, like my guy Dante said, man, it's gonna look like that. That shit ain't that big a deal. And dig this. He ain't even bigger than Tio. How the hell is he bigger than Bud? Tio, you could look at Tio and see he bigger. Tio posted on the scale. He was what? I think he posted he was like 150 something. The high 50s or some shit like that when he posted on the scale, but nobody talk about that. You notice how nobody is saying Teofimo bringing up a guy from 135? They're not even there about to say it because they know the winner of this fight, it ain't going to have shit to do with the weight, bro. The weight is going to be the last reason one of these dudes win or lose the fight, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to be compromised at 140, but I don't think we're gonna get through that fight and be like, yeah, man, he only won because, he was the bigger man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That's why he always shout him out like that. That's why he always shout out Bud the way he do, bro. That's why I respect it. He really appreciate what this dude has been able to do. So T.O. got his work cut out for him, man. Let's hear it from T.O.
When it comes to these belts, I mean, you know, some people value belts more than others.
Yeah.
Undisputed, what is that on your list of accomplishments when it comes down to, like, because you already done it already?
No, thank you. Yeah. To me, I feel like I've done it twice. But to others, they'll critique it. I understand. You know what I mean? At 25, I've kind of done that to the point where I got to keep going, though, until they finally give me that, right? And then there, keep going. I think for me, really it's like finding the needle in the haystack. That's what undisputed is. Especially now in this time, you got young, hungry fighters constantly coming at it. And, you know, look at Virgil. He's aiming for undisputed. Look at Jerron Ennis. He's aiming for undisputed. So all those guys like that, it's going to be a tough one.
Appreciate you, Chan. Let me see them rings one more again.
Oh, yeah, man. Right here. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I like them rings, Scott. The rings is dope. The rings is cool. But this man, see, that's why I got Corey beating him. He just delusional, man. This man say he was undisputed twice. Yeah, I ain't even willing to entertain that much more than that. T.O. is an interesting guy, man, but you ain't been no undisputed twice. Yo, you couldn't be more right. Everything you saying is facts, yo. They will push any narrative to minimize anything he do, yo. Teofimo a cherry pick. He not that good. He not the most established champion there. None of that. He ain't got the best resume, the bigger wins, anything to take from what he doing. That shit is crazy to me. It's wild, bro. Then they was pushing that he was 175 pounds. I seen dude do a whole long ass video with plans to do a live stream on it, just recorded to say he was 151 pounds. Shit was crazy, bro. I'm like, yo, they really believe that he was 175 pounds at 5'7". Man, that mean he out of shape. Shakur Stevenson is 175 pounds. He would be out of shape, bro. You know how crazy he'll look at 5'7", 175 pounds? Should have looked dumb. Harry Greb had over 100 fights by 25. Shout out to him. Shout out to Harry. The two-time, like Ric Flair. I'm telling you, undisputed twice, T-Hill. Undisputed twice, bro. Undisputed twice. You hear me? 2 times. He ain't never had all 4 belts. Yeah, I know it's some little discrepancy when he was at when he beat Loma and shit like that. But we always knew that the WBC recognized Devin Haney as their champion, so he couldn't be undisputed for that reason. And then I get it. You feel like you beat Josh Taylor, who technically in your mind was undisputed. He didn't lose the belts to a fighter in the ring per se. He got stripped and stuff like that. But if we really being honest, Jack Catterall, if he would have got the decision like he was supposed to get against him, then he would have beat him. You know what I'm saying? He would have been the first person to beat him. So they did Jack Catterall. They did Jack Catterall dirty. They did Jack Catterall filthy. You know what I'm saying? Says Space Mountain. They did him dirty and they robbed him of an opportunity to be a world champion. And they allowed T.O. to do what he do. He won. Now he got the same 2 belts, but I don't understand how that made him a champion. This dude is silly, man. He just, like I said, he says anything. He'll say anything when the camera on. I'm convinced, bro. What is this? I don't even really know how this gift shit work. That's why y'all see me just playing with this shit. What is this? Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. So yeah, man, that's the most recent narratives in the world of boxing. He's bigger than Terence Crawford. And it's crazy. That man really, imagine if he weighed in under the 68-pound limit. Imagine him rehydrating what he was weighing. Imagine what he was weighing on fight night when he fought Bud. Shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy, man. Let's keep going, man.
I'm also going for Shakur. Shakur's going to be too much for Tio. I think Shakur's going to fight at a fast pace. He's going to be able to show his world-class ability. He's going to load up with that jab. That jab is going to be landing pinpoint, conducting a lot of damage in the fight. I see Tio swelled up. I see his eyes closing. I see him being stopped. Probably he's going to move on to 147. I don't think his career is over.
Wow. You serious? You think Shakur could stop Tio too, huh?
Yeah, he could stop him. He's going to swell him up, but his career is not over. He's going to be going up to 147, and he's going to compete with those guys. He's going to be like a Durant, man. man. Duran was one of the 4 kings, and he got a lot of losses. He lost to Hearns, he lost to Hagler, he lost to Leonard. He might surprise a couple of people, but he's still gonna be making money at 147. But he's gonna take losses. He's gonna lose to Devin. He's gonna lose to maybe Mario Barrios. He might upset Rolly, but he's gonna get a lot of fights. But he's gonna take losses. He's gonna be a Duran, man. This guy's gonna become like a Leonard, man. Shakur. We're gonna see Shakur become a 4-time lineal champ.
Man, I hear him, man. He got faith in Core for a stoppage. He said Core won't stop TL. I tell you what, right off the bat, look, stopping somebody is not impossible, but stopping them is not going to be easy. TL pretty tough. He could take some punches, man. You know what I mean? He'll sit there and be on swole, eyes swole, nose look like it's broke, all types of shit. He pretty tough, and he got a big-ass head, man. Dude got a big-ass TL, got a damn dome, bro. I don't know. Shakur beating him. Shakur stopping him is definitely won't be easy at all. And for me, I don't really go into his fights just expecting him to stop nobody, no way, right? I just don't. If he get a stop, it's just a plus, but I know what to expect from his fights. He a pure boxer, and that's just what he do, and that's what I expect to see come fight night. I did hear somebody speak about how Shakur, his power. Matter of fact, I'll play it, man. Shout out to Robert Costa. He was talking about it. Him possibly having power at 140, and that's something that I haven't talked about much because, like, I don't feel like he's ever gonna be this power guy. But just like any other fighter, you move up a weight division, you could get stronger just like anybody else. I think it's possible for him to get stronger, but we'll have to see if that's in fact the case or not. I think we'll see come fight now. I thought when he first got to 35, he looked pretty solid in his first fight there. But at first fight at 40, let's see how he looked against an established guy that's there that is going to be looking to make things difficult for him. So let's get to it, man. Let me pull this up, man. Let me pull this up. Yeah, he ain't cutting as much. He said that. He already said he don't got to cut a lot at 35. So I know he cutting even less now. So that should be good for him. I mean, that should be a positive. That should be something that he could, swing in his favor. Cutting less, you can eat more shit. Wasn't he? What was he eating? Jordan's pizza his last camp. I mean, eating pizza close to the fight. So that's how you know. That's another reason how you know he's just not no overly big dude. Because a lot of people, everybody can't play like that. Everybody can't do that. Dudes be having to be on them strict ass regimens when it's time to cut that weight. They don't be able to play them games. Let me take this off though, man. It was like, yeah, man, bigger than Bud.
All right, Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. Join with my guy, strength coach extraordinaire, and I like to say boxing trainer muscle too. Rob Acosta, man. What's going on?
What's up, bro? Chilling.
Good, man. It's been a minute since we did a little powwow, some stuff, and so I wanted to catch up with you and just kind of see what's going on with you and how's everything going.
Everything's all right, man. I'm not complaining right now, bro. Just focusing on some guys in camp right now, and looking forward to one particular fighter who should be making a pro debut, depending whenever we figure that out on with his team and going from there.
Awesome, man. I know you're a busy guy. You work with a lot of people, and this one is more me being nosy, simply because I'm always curious about these kids that come out like the amateurs, right? And I see some highlights and stuff like that. And there's this kid
a lot of good talent coming up.
Yeah, and there's a few that I've got to see up close, like a Marcus Luther.
Something special, I'll tell you that.
I know you just don't work with anybody, so just outside of just this pure talent, right? I mean, is raw work ethic, would you say that matches like to your expectations as a?
Yeah. You know what I like about him, even as a kid, man? He makes me want to like break him. You know what I'm saying?
What can I say? Pause.
No. Yeah, no diddy. But like he works hard. He's a workhorse. So we go through these exercises, and of course, you got to build that rapport with your client and everyone within the team. So it's like you watching, when does he fatigue? How does he fatigue? what facial
Facts.
expression shown when he's fatigued, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna turn it up again. All right, I'm gonna turn it up again. And I work, the kid works, man. He works, and it's credit to his work ethic, credit to his dad, and everyone in USA Boxing that also helped out, make him become who he is right now.
Yeah, and I know that he just won another national championship not too long ago. So I know keeping an eye on him.
Turn into who they expected, I think is concerned.
Yeah, like
I mean, when Shakur came to my gym, when I had my gym, and
my bad, yeah,
he just won another national championship not too long ago. So I know keeping an eye on him. The boxing world definitely will, and they definitely check him out.
I'm telling you, he's one of those kids, man. Like when Shakur was in the amateurs and the Keyshawn, the Andy Cruz, guys like that, and people knew about them, like, yeah, keep your eye on this, keep your eye on that, and then they turned into who they expected. He's that guy.
Interesting. You gave me like a great segue where like you watched Shakur train, and just I guess in comparison, like does he match like to like a Shakur Stevenson? Like when you look at when he was
How do you
amateurs?
mean? You mean as far as work ethic is concerned?
Yeah, like like
I mean, when
bro.
Shakur came to my gym, when I had my gym, and it was all of us training together, he came by and he worked out with us. And Shakur is definitely a special person. He's definitely special. Like he's not. I definitely seen him do rounds after rounds after rounds of sparring, and not even a big huff and puff, man. He was ready to go. So he
conditioning is
definitely,
crazy.
What you see in what the viewers and everyone sees in that ring, he's really about that, and he's that talented. But to try to put him in the same level as with Salim is two different types of people at two different parts of their career. So, but it's to give it an actual point, like pinpoint, it'll be tough. But what I will say is he's definitely going to be in that conversation of talent and skill and everything else.
Since talking about Shakur, since he came to your gym, things like that, it's something where I have to ask. You don't have to give like who you think wins or whatnot, but Shakur and Tio, it's a fight that's going to be going down, and just by the work ethic and the stuff that you see from Shakur in person, do you think that it's going to be something where Teofimo Lopez is one not going to be able to compete with a Shakur Stevenson when they face, or just I guess straight up, like what is the X factor if you do have Shakur winning and beating Tio?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not going for either one. I think both of them have a very great value of skill to when they meet. It's hard, man. It's really hard for me to say more than another. And the crazy thing is, like,
right
now, a good friend of mine, Rel, he's working with Shakur right now, and it's like, I know what Rel can do, and I've seen what Rel can do, so I know what his addition is going to be to that camp, which is going to be great. I'm not going for anybody in that fight, but it's just a great. I even saw Tio train a couple times when I went out to Vegas. So like I've seen what he's capable of, especially like when he used to train with I don't know if he still does.
Yeah,
when he trained with George Rubio. Like I'm good friends with George, so it's like it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
I know that people, they'll make their prediction based off what they think, based off their styles of fighting, but people have been really bringing up the word athleticism in this particular fight, right? Who's more athletic? Yeah. People say Tio is freakishly twitchy, but Shakur is such a competitor, and so he's answered back like, what does that even mean? Like, what's more athletic? So, seeing how they both train, I mean, is there? I don't want to compare. Have you pit, like who's more athletic, but like that term athleticism, is it warrant and fair for Tio to get the credit as athleticism? And
Yeah.
is Shakur being, I guess, underrated on what he could be considered as athletic?
I think Tio is offensively explosive, and he definitely has the athleticism edge over Shakur. Now, I think Shakur's defense is high caliber, and his IQ is also high caliber. So it's a really good matchup because it's kind of like Tio brings he can either, depending how he fights Shakur, he can either make it a tough night or he can make it an easy night for Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing goes for Shakur. Shakur can try to stay on the ropes the whole time, or he can utilize his legs and box circles around Tio. We don't know. But definitely with the athleticism edge, I'm going to give it slightly over to Tio. But, not saying that Tio doesn't have a good IQ. I just think Shakur's IQ is very, like, I know people know that he's a smart fighter, right? But I think that when we talk about fighters throughout these eras, he's not really mentioned in these things because of the opposition who he has faced. But he does have some great IQ, and from a coach's standpoint, I get to see how he does certain things, why he does certain things. I'm like, that's smart, and he capitalizes. He got good range control, so it's going to be interesting for sure.
From a strength coach perspective, now I have to ask. Shakur will be moving up 5 pounds. So, how much do you think that's going to affect them going into a fight like this right away?
I mean, physically, he'll probably feel way better. I mean, who really wants to cut weight? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this comes down to how he conditions himself for that 5-pound gain. Now, a lot of people can really argue to say that, it's just 5 pounds. Well, what's 5 pounds really? Are you losing the 5 or are you gaining the 5? You know what I mean? Like it can play. It's a double-edged sword, so it can have a negative effect. So depending on how Shakur walks around, what he does on his regular basis as far as conditioning, weightlifting, what he does dieting wise, it all can play a factor. So for me, because of how he is and who he's surrounded by, I'm going to say that I feel as though Shakur is actually going to be a lot stronger than what he was in other weight classes.
Do you think that will be able to translate into stronger punches? Because I know people always criticize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Shakur can punch. I just think that he's not really much of a combination type of guy. One punch, 2 punch combination, 3 punch combination, get out of there. Where Tio's going to do he can punch from weird angles. Tio can punch from like very, very strange angles, and he also too has the IQ, but it's like he's more of an explosive side. So that's what I'm saying. It can hurt Shakur being the 5 pounds heavier, but it can also benefit him very, very well as well.
Awesome.
Man, shout out to Round Goodall, man. I like hearing from the coaches that work with these fighters, man. Gave a good assessment on both fighters, man. He don't got a dog in the race, so nobody could say being biased. And he was being fair to both guys, man. That's just one of the matchups, man, that you're gonna want to see for sure. Shout out to Rob, man. He always with a good assessment, honest assessment, but I don't know, man. No. Tio said he ready, though. Tio said he ready. What if Shakur would have punched Tio like this for real? Man, what do you say? Put what on the screen? Yo, these dudes really just be coming there trying to get people attention. Say just been out the loop, but is there any update on Boots Ortiz? It's funny that you asked that, bro. It's funny that you asked that. I just seen a Now I did hear that they was going, the zone. I heard this a couple times. The zone was putting pressure on them to make that fight a reality. Now, somebody just did a video talking about this. I think this is YSM. Yeah, the homie YSM. He said Oscar Delahoya exposed the real reason Ortiz cannot fight Jaron Ennis. So this is a new video from 5 minutes ago. Shout out to the homie YSM. So let me see if he had any update in this, but that's what I heard. They was putting pressure on him to make that fight a reality. And it seemed like, to me, Team Ortiz or somebody on that team, bro, is AI be tripping, don't they? That one don't really look like him, but this one was better. That one was better. That actually looked like him. I was like, AI just do everything at this point. But yeah, I was hearing that they putting pressure on them to make the put pressure on a fighter and promoter to do what they say they're gonna do. So I think they want to see these fights too, man, because they shot down the Earl Spence shit. They wasn't giving them an opportunity to do that, not paying for that. And I think that's the fight to make. I feel like Ortiz got options, but the best one is the obvious one, right? Boots. Yeah, I'm telling you, you get adjusted to him. It's going to be a tough night for his ass after that. That's what I think. But let me pull this up for you, man. I got you, my guy. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button. We still got over 50 people in the building. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel. Let me get to this. Salute to the homie YSM. Yeah, let's see what my guy had to say about this.
Shit, watching that.
Nah, I mean, shout out to Milan. I think Boots did everything he was supposed to do. I don't think it's a matter of him not pushing for it. He stood in his face, and every message that Team Ennis has put out since that face-off is all about Ortiz. It's Team Ortiz that's sounding like they having a change of heart, you know what I mean? And they rather do something else. They the ones exploring options, talking about dream fights and shit. So I think Boots has done everything he's supposed to do. I don't think the only thing he got to do is like be ready, right? Team Ortiz is sending the mixed signals, but let's see what Coach Reg and YSM had to say.
Eddie Hearn interview, and he said there's no update to the negotiations with Boots and Virgil Ortiz. He also says that basically like they've been as courteous as possible. They want to make that fight, but at a certain point that they're going to have to just move on. People were optimistic that a deal would get done, being that they're both under the zone. And you know,
I just want to point this out. Just know when it came to making any of Virgil Ortiz fights outside of the one that fell apart multiple times with the Stan Jonas, he's never had an issue making no fight. Now Boots beat up. He made the demo at 154. I told y'all. Now they sitting up here exploring options. I'm not knocking them, but it seemed like they getting cold feet. It seemed like Boots is not number one priority. How Ortiz is number one priority for Boots.
That the fight was on the table before. Now people are pessimistic. They don't think that they're going to get it next. Does this fight happen next, Reg?
No. Oscar wants to move on. I don't think it's Virgil. I think Virgil wants to fight. Oscar don't want to fight. Because why would the fight be hard to make? I knew that the fight wasn't going to happen once Boots stepped in the ring and Oscar said, this is going to be a hard fight to make. Why would it be a hard fight to make? You right there and Eddie is right there. What's so hard about making a fight? I don't understand. So, again, I think Virgil wants to fight. I don't think Oscar wants to fight. I think Virgil will fight whoever you put in front of him.
See,
but
I said the same thing.
That's his cash cow.
I said the same thing. It's Virgil is being made to. It falls on him if his team is dragging their ass because it's a reflection on him. But I think it's like Coach Red said. I think he'll fight anybody, but Think about it. Oscar put out a statement, a whole message telling Kid Austin to pretty much not fight Shakur, and they never made it there. Now, if there's nothing in the way, you got the networks and is involved. They want this fight. It seemed like it's one side that's not putting out a consistent message of what to do. What's holding up the fight? On one end, they claiming they the A side, but then they waiting for an offer to be sent. Then on the other end, they demanding $10 million. It's like, yo, to me, respectfully, I love Ortiz as a fighter, man. I'm gonna keep rocking with him, but his team, they moving suspect, and it seemed like they not as confident as what they let on. You know what I'm saying? Dream fight, yeah, you don't want to fight him. That's what I'm saying. I don't think prioritize. I don't want to say he don't want to fight. It's all about prioritizing. Like, don't do a face off with Boots, and then when they ask you about a fight, you talking about Earl Spence, the dude that been out the ring over 2 years. Like, what we doing? You know what I mean? They already said they wasn't paying for that, so it looked like your options are slim. Look like you're gonna have to fight Boots or somebody else. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna be as big of a fight.
You don't want to get this cash cow beat.
You think that? All right, so you got Ryan Garcia. You got William Zepeda. Like, you've put those guys in danger before. Why is Virgil Ortiz different?
Because that's his last one. That's the last cash cow.
Yeah.
That's it.
So think about it. Him and Ryan on the fritz, as they like to say, like their relationship on the rocks. They up and down, back and forth, always beefing, trying to one up each other, just going to war, right? Outside of Ryan, he only is Ortiz. Get what I'm saying? Like the fighter. So I think he gonna be very strategic and cautious about how he put Virgil in a fight that he may or may not lose, right? That he could potentially lose. And I think it's Oscar. I really do. And it sounds like it's his dad, because they put out some mixed signals too. So I can't say I like the way they've been talking either. I don't like the way his dad be talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. Boots versus Devins. Oh, shit.
So do you think he stalls out for this fight to get bigger, or do you think we never get it?
I don't think we get it.
Damn, for real, Raj?
Why not make it happen now? The people want to see the fight now. Nobody wants to see it later. The people want to see the fight now. He just come off a good win stopping Erickson Lubin, which I don't think nobody thought different about the fight. But
no, Reg, that was kind of like a 50-50 joint, or 60-40. Yeah.
No, hell no.
Battle of the
You think
Devos.
Lubin done?
Yeah. Listen, what was he doing? What was he doing for that fight? What was he doing? He got in there. He ain't displayed no power. He ain't sit down on no shots, and he just laid on the ropes the whole time.
I didn't understand the laying on the ropes. Like, when he got stopped, I'm kind of like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Like, because he stayed on the ropes for like 15 seconds.
Right. He didn't do nothing. He went out there. He displayed no power. He barely used his jab.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what was he doing? Was you trying to test his power?
Nah, Lubin didn't look comfortable. That's what it was. I don't think he was as comfortable dealing with Ortiz, and maybe to a degree he was trying to not so much test, but kind of gauge the power, so to speak. And I think that plan backfired. I think that first real punch that Ortiz landed, that was it. That was all she wrote. It's Oscar and Ortiz dad, in my opinion, Milan. I think that's who it is.
I mean, every time he stepped up, he lost. So now where do he go from here? Would you give him 2 ducks and put him back? No. Where you go from here?
Normally, people make those kind of guys opponents. For the next crop, or like for the next top guy, like you might see him against like Amari Jones, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of, Mr. Improv. You got a point, bro.
Like so
I don't think Lubin was scared because he took the fight. You get what I'm saying? He took the fight, and he didn't have to. It ain't like he was forced to take it, but I think he was too cautious. Milan, I don't think he was comfortable, and it cost him. He fought like it. He fought like a guy that wasn't fully settled, comfortable. It was very early in the fight, so he just didn't get a chance to like work that sweat up and like, you know what I mean? Get the, you know what I mean? Get the joints flowing, man. Get the blood flowing. Like, he just got caught cold. And that was just like the thinking at the end.
You're hearing that the zone is putting pressure on Golden Boy and Team Virgil to make this fight. Like, do you think that doesn't work, or?
Nah. Oscar been in the game long enough to not let them things manipulate him. You know what I'm saying? He's not stupid, man. He's been in the game for a long time. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to hold Virgil and just keep feeding him who they're going to feed him. But the Boots fight, I don't think it's going to happen.
So what fights make sense? Because you heard them talking about they won at Earl Spence. You heard them talking about Fundora. Now, Virgil's never won a world title. But, like, Earl Spence, it seemed like that's fighting a wounded dog with a name.
Let's be clear, right? If Boots fight Earl Spence and knock Earl Spence out, does Boots get credit for that? No. Everybody want to say he was damaged goods.
Yeah.
You know what fight?
Ortiz stop him. Ortiz gonna.
You know what fight they suggesting for Devin Haney? Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find a clip. What fight they?
Why do you think that is?
For Devin Haney?
Expectations?
Pretty much. But I'm just saying, like, it's just Boots wouldn't get the credit, but Virgil Ortiz would. I don't understand it. But why let him fight? Why let him fight Spence when he can fight Boots? What's the problem? The people don't want to see him and Errol Spence.
Nah, they don't.
People don't want to see him and Errol Spence.
Nobody want to see that shit.
I guarantee you, the people in the comments gonna say the same thing.
No, bro, I haven't seen. Look, I watched Spence and Crawford again. She was bad, yo.
Right.
And we haven't seen them since. And that was damn near, 3 years ago?
Yeah. That was bad. I mean, but even with that, they're gonna say the Crawford fight. They're gonna say the accident. He's been sitting for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see Boots and Errol Spence, because I don't think Errol will ever fight again after he fight Boots. I think that would be the end of his career. I think that would be it.
He said he think it'd be the end, Kyle. That'd be it.
I think that would be it. All right. But again, everybody want to say, "Oh, he was damaged goods," and Boots still ain't fighting nobody, and but. Again, people on the outside looking in, they not even looking at it like, all right, well, Boots wants to fight people. Why nobody signing the contracts?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't Boots.
That Boots the real
deal. Why they not signing the contracts?
Now, you feel like that Oscar doesn't want the fight because of what the outcome is going to be?
Yeah, he not stupid.
So what's the outcome going to be, Reg?
Boots.
How?
Knockout. I think Boots knocks Virgil Ortiz out.
Brutally, or like just, stoppage?
Yeah, stoppage.
Yeah, Virgil tough.
Now? Oh, he's definitely going to break him down.
Virgil's a kid, really, really tough, a lot of heart, good power. Do you think that works against him in a fight like this, where Virgil's not going to stop? He's going to come forward, and he's going to keep pressing action.
No, he's going to come forward. He won't press the action until he start getting hit back. Then it's going to change. It's going to change the game. It's going to change the game. But
I don't think so.
Definitely like the first. I see Boots stopping probably around like round 7, round 8.
Does that fight look like standing honest?
Yeah, similar.
Now, is that the fight that silences the critics? If he gets Virgil Ortiz and he stops Virgil Ortiz, do they still say that, he hasn't fought anybody, or he needs to do this, he needs to do that?
Well, we all know Boots ain't never going to get no credit. So even if he stopped Virgil Ortiz, they going to still say he ain't fighting nobody. So
I think the Virgil Ortiz fight, you would have some people attempting to try to discredit the win, but I think majority overall people would have to give him credit for Virgil. They would have to. You can't give him credit for beating Virgil, then we might as well just start watching boxing at that point. So, look, I hope they make that fight. The zone seem like they on board. The powers that be At least on the side of Boots, his team, they seem like they all for it. They all in. They got to make that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I know they love him some Virgil, but they got to be willing to put him in there. Y'all said he was this and that. Put his ass in there. But look who they said they look. Shout out to the boxing boys again. Look who they was saying they wanted to see fight at 100. Who they wanted to see fight Earl Spence. This threw me for a loop. I was like, what the hell? People just be saying anything, man. Y'all disrespecting Earl since he ain't been around, man. Y'all just feel like he should just be putting there with anybody at this point, huh? Yeah, I don't think he got nothing for Boots either. That's just me. I mean, I think Dad gives Boots a scrap. Yeah, he do, because he can fight. He'll give him a scrap, but I don't think he'll be able to trouble him with anything. I don't think he'll be able to trouble Boots with anything. But listen,
y'all said Devin Haney and Earl Spence, you like that fight, but you don't like Virgil Ortiz and Earl Spence. In
man,
Texas.
Virgil Ortiz is a puncher. We trying to give both men an opportunity. And the Virgil Ortiz, he cherry picking because Earl been out, he been beat down. Virgil's already a puncher. Earl coming back to Devin, he don't got the power to worry about, and he's the puncher stalking Devin. It's a better fight for Earl and a great fight for Devin as a legacy fight.
And Spence and Devin, man, y'all gotta chill, bro. Y'all better stop playing with EJ, man. Y'all better put some respect on EJ name, bro. Y'all just out here throwing his name in the mix with any and everybody. Saying that EJ and Devin is wild. It's like, man, boy, gonna try to build a name off EJ, huh? Sacrifice EJ to young Devin. Earl with that retina problems, damaged goods. I think Earl had a ton of problems, man, throughout his career. He found a way to mask it and still win. You know what I mean? The Haney voice, shout out to Ness. Shout out to Ness, man. I be hearing him get called the Haney voice. The zone say you ain't getting M's from us if it ain't Boots, Mr. Ortiz. That's what I'm saying. They not doing it. Had EJ beating Crawford. That's when Bud proved me wrong. Me too, Keith. Me too, Keith. You ain't the only one, bro. That was the only time I picked against Bud my damn self, and I was wrong. That was the only time. I only needed to be proved wrong once, though. Some of y'all still picked against. I picked against him his whole career. But nah, man. Bud one of them guys, but there ain't no way, man. As you said, man, Spence Cook's dead. This is evil, man. Yeah, that'd be an interesting fight, bro. But man, Spence get to wearing on you, man. He get to attacking you, man. Wear you down, grind you down. It'd make that shit a tough fight. It would not be easy for him dealing with no Earl Spence. And that's crazy because that's at 54. So you saying you moving Dev up to 54? Shit, nah, leave EJ ass alone, man. Don't go up there. Don't go up to 54 at all, because once you open the floodgates to a fight at 54, they're going to be asking you to fight Boots. And don't do that. Don't go to 54 unless you're willing to fight Boots, because I don't give a damn who you try to fight up there. You could fight anybody up there. If it ain't Boots, they're going to demand that you fight them. Yeah, nah, Trader Stro, nah, EJ and AB and their primes was some bad boys, man. That proved me wrong too now. He proved me wrong against Brian Norman. That's the only time. I just didn't know how much he was back yet, so I thought he was a bit compromised. He showed me that he was more better off than what I thought. You know what I mean? He showed me he was more better off than I thought. Blade said Dev should be fighting Boots 54 right now. That's why I say, man, if you're going to entertain at 154 pounds, outside of Boots, man, you just open the floodgates. They're going to want to see you fight that guy. They're going to say you can fight him. Why not him? You know how they do. Hit that like button, y'all. If y'all have it, man. We almost 3.5 hours in. Shout out to everybody that rocked out on this Good Friday, man. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. But we'll see what Haney does next, man. You're going to hear his fan base push that they blocking him and blackballing him for a little while until he get his next opportunity. Then they're going to move on to the next narrative. He's not being blackballed or blocked. I just think, like I said, he's a risk if you putting a pure boxer, one of the highly skilled pure boxers in there with one of these tough, rugged guys that just so happen to be a champion in a fight that they could very well lose. So Eddie Hearn, it's going to be in his best interest to protect his fighters from fights that they could lose. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see who Devin gets back in there with. But I wouldn't be surprised if we fought a guy like Catterall, man. I think if you you Eddie Hearn, you're gonna look to make a different fight outside of Devin Haney unless he signed on board. See him dominate there and fight Boots later, be a bigger fight. Yeah, look, I'm cool with seeing him at 47. Do your thing. I want to see if he can chase down Undisputed. I wish politics wasn't a factor so I could see just how much damage Devin able to do down there, up there. They ain't get a fight, and Boots can't get a fight. Fight each other at 150. Problem solved, Kyle. Problem solved. He just should have stayed on that PBC pack. You didn't need that Crawford fight. He wanted it, though. He wanted it. If Xander unifies and Dev beats him, that would make Dev A-side. Shit, that'd be crazy. Devin got options. I think he gotta play chess like they've been doing. He just gotta play some chess, man. They ain't gonna make it easy for you, and you ain't make it easy for yourself. Y'all may or may have not burned bridges on the way out, and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They had that boy in the corner again talking about that. What we do? Tell you, that shouldn't be bad. I couldn't believe they said EJ. I was like, yo, they bugging, bro. They bugging, man. EJ and Devin is crazy. I never thought of that, but you know, EJ been off. He been out of sight, out of mind. So they think shit's sweet. You know what I'm saying? They think shit's sweet with Big E. You know what I mean? But you never know, man. You never know. We'll see, though. We'll see. But look, shout out to everybody, man. Another dope build in the books. Keyshawn is not on OSTERINE for anybody that was asking. I seen some couple people type it. Nah, that was just a random fan accusing him of being on OSTERINE. Crawford ain't sold his soul. He beat the game, man. He beat the game, and he finessed some big paydays in one of the best careers that you could have as a boxer. You know what I'm saying? And Shakur, he got work with T.O. He ain't bigger than no Bud Crawford. That's just silly talk, man. So, man, just to put a bow on it for today, Lewis 45 hundo. Shout out to you, homie. How you feeling, my guy? Charlo's been quiet. Yeah, Mel, Charlo, they both trying to get back in the mix. Both of them. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear something about them soon enough. I heard they both was trying to come back. Both Maul Charlo was in the gym and Mel Charlo. So hopefully come back before they lose it all. You know, we'll see. But again, man, appreciate the love, man. Shout out to everybody that rocked out to the end of this show. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this good old Friday, man. And we probably call these fights. Let's see. I got to decide whether I want to pay $60 to watch this damn Matias and Dalton Smith, man. It's not a pay-per-view worthy fight, in my opinion. Charles Awash. I don't know. Well, I think the only way we'll know is if you see him fight. I think Maul Charlo's seen better days. I think, you know, after that loss to Canelo, I'm not really holding that against Jermell because he ain't had no business in there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Shabray, yeah, I don't think it's worth $60 though, man. But the fight fan in me, you know, I still want to see the fight, and they made it. They making us pay for it, so it's kind of suck. But we'll see. All been done. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, maybe he's done competing at the absolute upper echelon of the division, but you gotta think Jamal's still undefeated, bro. He still ain't lost yet, so I don't know if he's done yet. He might have some more in him, but I don't know how many high level, like big money fights he got left. But he can come back and win some boxing matches. But you know, I don't know how significant those boxing matches would be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, $60 for a guy that y'all reported pop for OSTERINE, and then we thought the fight was off, and then y'all still had the fight going, and then boop, pay-per-view. I said, and yeah, mental health, yeah, for sure. So shout out to the Charlos, man. I still rock with them boys, man. But again, man, much love to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me today, as always, man. And we probably pull up. If we don't call the fights, we'll do a live stream and build tomorrow, man. Like we always do. He said Bud took his ball and go home. Went home. Shit, he was done, man. But yeah, in his career, he cherry picked him. I don't think he cherry picked him. I think it was perfect timing, though. I think he knew what people already didn't know, didn't think, right? That he could actually beat that dude, and he did it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bud, man. But overall, shout out to boxing. But again, man, let me let y'all get up out of here, man. Much love to y'all. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur, me
straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
From Patterson, New Jersey, please welcome the sweet Terminator, Shakur Green.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Boxing, the best boxing talk. It's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
Right now, we're gonna give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.